What is next after Riley Strain was found deceased, found in the river, Cumberland River in Nashville? What is next? What is to come of this? As you guys know, he was found earlier today around 7 o'clock a.m. And everyone spoke so highly of Riley. People are still divided. Some people believe that foul play is still involved. And it very well could be, ladies and gentlemen. This is not concluded just yet. Right now, authorities believe that there is no foul play. There is still, can be. Is it really difficult to grasp? Is it really difficult to take in what we know about Riley? And what I mean by that is, can we honestly accept that this man was having a night out, drinking, and he was drunk, and he just slipped into the embankment? Riley so happened to fall. Riley so happened to have tripped past the trees, past the bushes, and fall into water where not even the homeless men that live in the embankment even reached out for help. We have been doing this investigation for 2 weeks straight. Now, I am not going to sit here and tell you there's more to the case because that's not what proper investigation is. Sometimes things are as simple as it is. It really is. Riley must have just drowned because he was intoxicated. Simple, right? But when it comes to cases such as this, is it really always that simple? Maybe there's something, just a little more to this story. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you police were involved, a car kidnapped him, psychic reading, or I'm not going to say scooter people got him or somebody kidnapped him. Obviously, we know now, and that didn't happen. We know now that phone ping stopped under the bridge. His credit card was found under the bridge. We know these things. We have evidence of these things. But does it really mean that no one simply pushed him in the embankment and he fell into the river? Did he go in the embankment? Because there were people there. Because police didn't found a shred of evidence to show that he had any specific markings, anything to indicate that Riley was pushed into this river. It would be, if you really want to talk about it, it'd be pretty difficult to try to prove that someone didn't push him. It's a push. Someone didn't throw him. It's a throw. Someone didn't wrestle him. He did probably had a disagreement. Try not to get robbed because where is his phone? Now, I'm really not trying to stress the truth. I'm really not trying to overplay this. I'm really not. I am by the facts. I'm by the books. You guys know me already. But is it proper justice just to settle for only what we know and what we can see? There are always things in the dark, lies that never been brought out, truth that has never been set for us. I am a man of truth, honor, and integrity, and I always and must know the truth. So can I or you sit here and really just accept that did he just fall? Because not even Metro PD can even tell you that. They can only say it is what it seems, it is what we look, and is what we can go by. Because it's all based on evidence. It's only what they can provide to the family and to the public and say, this is what we have, so this is what we believe. It is only what they can genuinely tell us of what they have. For you and me and the family to sit here and be comfortable and be like, okay, that's the story that the evidence show, and we are going to stick by that. But is it the truth? Only person that knows is someone who could, not saying that it did for a fact, someone who could have pushed him, thrown him, or shoved him into the river, or him that knows the truth. Sad to say that he is no longer with us, and it's a terrible thing. Doesn't necessarily means that that has happened. Maybe he did slip. Maybe he just fell. Maybe he went to use the bathroom. Maybe he slipped. So many scenarios. Scenarios that even PD cannot even tell you for a fact of what they know, what really happened. I really want to give my condolences to him, Riley himself, to the family, to his friends. I have put so much time into this, and that is me showing that I care, that it is my condolences, that I have done this absolutely for the friends and family. People that I don't even know. And it's not because this case has gone national, given national attention, but anybody, Madeline Soto, him, Savannah, the KC3, you name it. You know, this could have been any of our friends, any of our brothers, any of our cousins. No one has never put themselves into the mother's and father's position of them losing their baby boy. Kid was 22 years old. 22. I want you to understand that, on how young that is, ladies and gentlemen. 22. He didn't even get to touch his 30s, never had kids, never even almost barely finished school. He wasn't given the opportunity. And this is why we need things in fix to help and to guide younger people like this. I'm glad that the family was able to unite with their son, with their friend, rather than them not knowing actually what happened at all. Having them pondering, wondering, is their son, can he potentially still be out there? We will go over some videos of what was brought today, but we are still talking about the aftermath of what happened in this case. Now, I will move on to other cases, especially coming next week. We will be talking about other cases. If you want me to cover a case, feel free to submit a case to me over at Discord, or you can send it in via DMs at facebook.com/Novesity. It doesn't hurt for people to theorize. It doesn't hurt for people to speculate, to think, to use their brain. That is what makes us human. That is what makes us find the truth about many cases, not just Riley Strain. We have been doing this for so long already. So long. And we will continue to do so.
Family has been the driving force behind the search for their son. When Metro Police indicated they might scale back, the family didn't give up.
Instead, they called in their own resources and often joined in, scouring parts of the river themselves. As News 2's Sarah Smith tells us, it's this steadfast determination that helped bring home their son.
A tearful thank you from Riley Strain's parents. It's been exactly 2 weeks since the 22-year-old Missouri college student disappeared.
I just ask that you mamas out there hug your babies tight tonight, please. Please, for me, just hug your babies tight tonight. And again, thank you. Thank you for sharing our story.
The family not taking questions, but giving heartfelt statements. This is Riley's stepdad.
To the people of Nashville, I can't thank you enough for the support, the love, the encouragement that you've shown myself and my wife and Ryan and Millie. You don't understand how much that meant to us in some of our darkest hours.
It's news no parent wants to hear. Friday morning, Riley's body was found in the Cumberland River, several miles from where he was last seen.
We're extremely thankful for all the volunteers that have shown up, given us their time, their effort, their energy.
On Monday, Metro PD wanted to scale back the search for Riley. His family, though, not ready to give up. They called in the United Cajun Navy for help.
The hugs, the prayers, the offers. I can't say it enough. Thank you.
In Nashville, Sarah Smith, News 2.
Now, the Tennessee Alcohol Beverage Commission is still investigating whether Riley was overserved at the bar that night. They will release a report on their findings later. Luke Bryan's bar said Riley only ordered one alcoholic drink while there.
I'm going to be honest with you. It doesn't matter if it was 1, 5, 2, 6, negative, whatever you want to call it. If he had alcohol from other bars and was able to go to Luke 32 and be served an alcohol beverage that did not need to be served, go to another bar, and that bar knew to deny him after Luke, but then Luke's bar didn't know to deny him. You can be in trouble, big boy. I promise you that. That's no excuse. What are we doing here? Is no one taking accountability these days? People, groups, establishments, entities? What's going on? You want me to, what you want me to do? Have sympathy for an establishment because they served him one drink? You know, that goes to show that no matter who you are, they will protect their money, their business, because it's a business. Businesses don't care about, let me tell you something, guys. And I ran a couple of businesses, and I'm telling you, you want to know the truth? Because I'm going to tell you the truth, and I always will. Businesses don't care about you. That's why it's called business. It's not called buddies. No, it's not. It's not called best friends. The only B word they know is business. Them not taking accountability, it's saying, hey, we only served him one drink. That's like me having a pew and saying, oh, pew, I only hit him one time. One time. You still did damage. That pew does damages. That one drink adds to the damage, the additional damage. For all we know, if he didn't have that one drink, it probably would have steered him away into that course that led him there. Luke Bryan, the establishment, whatever, take accountability. If you are a man, take accountability. If you are a business, you never take accountability. You're a business. Businesses protect their pockets, will protect their business. I don't care. I don't want to say I don't care about what he says, but let's be serious for a second. That one drink plays a role. You understand? Okay. It does. It does. If another business could deny him, why didn't you? Let's be serious for a second. For all we know, he could have still been with us. Alicia says, shared on both YouTube and Facebook. I love that. I love that. I didn't even have to say anything in you sharing. That's really nice of you. I really do. I appreciate that. I want to give a big shout out to everyone who's watching. You didn't have to watch me today. It's 12 in the morning on a Saturday. You could have been having fun, having a good time, going out with the friends, eating, watching movies with your loved ones, but yet you're watching me. Damn, thank you. I hope I'm not wasting your time. I hope I'm giving you what you guys want. And thank you. I would appreciate if you can share and like this podcast on Facebook. You can tag one person if you like. YouTube, you already know what to do. Hit the like, hit the share. That means a lot, YouTube, so much. Take your time in doing that. We're chilling tonight. We're chilling. Riley has been found. You know, I know we found him deceased, but at least he's united with his loved ones. All right. You are our friends, says Ashley Dawn at YouTube. That's sweet. Thank you. I appreciate that. And you are my loved ones as well. The longer you guys are in here every day, the more we become closer, right? Shannon Franco with the 499 says, thank you for the thought, care, and consideration you put in every single case you follow and share with us. Much love. Thank you, Shannon. Shannon, well said, Shannon. Thank you. Thank you. We was waiting for you, Nov. Thank you, love. I appreciate that. I actually was not supposed to go live today. I wanted to go live in the morning, and I was thinking about going live tonight, but I was like, it's okay. I'll sit this one out. Let the family, So think of this as my closing statement for the case. I will be talking about it. Don't worry about it in a couple of days, but other cases need our attention as well, and I must act. Candy Shop says with the $2 super chat, thank you. You said you are our friend that we have a good time with. Oh, that's so nice. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Thank you. These comments are really nice. I'm reading a lot of these comments. I'm a homebody. Melly, I am too. Doesn't hurt to go out every now and then, but 70%, 80%, I'm a homebody. Absolutely. Luke Bryant's name is on bar, and he gets a percentage. Come on. Percent. Yeah, of the money, right? Yeah. Mippy Flippy, I haven't seen you in a while. How you been? I need a toxicology. I think he was drugged. Time will tell. You're going to be surprised, guys. There are cases like this where stuff like this actually happens, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know that, things like this happen. It starts off slow, an accident, and then later we find out something else. Now, I'm not going to say that this is what happened. It's going to happen, but it's a possibility. Fire play could, they could find things that we don't even know. The autopsy is number one, and best to believe I will go live once they literally release the first 15 minutes of releasing the medical exam report. I will go live. You have my word. I do have some good news. We are climbing the ranks on supporters, people that actually joined the family of Novesity Nation, like getting the badge or a crown on YouTube and Facebook. So I would say by next month, in the middle of next month, I can officially quit my job and do this full time. Once I quit my job and do this full time, you guys are going to get double content. Like literally, that's a dream for all of us. So don't worry about that. I'm going to be on top of these cases even more and hire and gather a team and grow. And probably, I'm not going to say do my own investigation, have my own investigation firm. I will always just be a true crime teller, but certain cases I will do investigation work. Absolutely. And this is a dream come true, and I want to be able to help. That's the most important thing. So please, on this podcast, this is for you to discuss about what do you think happened to Riley? Could it just been foul play or could it not? Possibly, it just could have not. He just probably just fell. That's a possibility. Or could have been foul play. Somebody pushed him, shoved him. I mean, I'm surprised that the homeless man, let me tell you what shocks me about this. I'm going to get to it. Big Bob says, with the $2 super chat, no, you are relentless, my brother. Never change. Thank you. Big Bob. What's up, Big Bob? I love this name. Big Bob. It reminds me of Harold and Kumar go to Guantanamo Bay. Hey, I'm Big Bob. Cock meat sandwich. Good movie. Big Bob, thank you so much. Christopher with the $9.99. Christopher, how you doing today? Thank you so much. Christopher was like, you know what? Just take the $9.99, bro. Christopher, brother, you don't have to. I appreciate that. Keiko says, I can't wait till we have more to join the best family. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. The more family we grow, we're doing this full time, ladies and gentlemen, and I mean that. I mean that. Full time. Imagine doing this full time. Wow. That would be so good. That'd be a dream come true, isn't it? Nicole Holder says, my daughter said your voice is so calm and soothing. Tell your daughter I said thank you, and I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. How are you, Nicole? In the old age, we called it pre-gaming. Yes, he definitely pre-gamed. Riley definitely pre-gamed in these other bars. What I really want to know is that will the other bars get... I don't think the other bars are going to be liable because it was in the action of him actually drinking You understand? Like bar 1, he's drinking, but they cannot distinguish in bar 1 and 2. But if bar 3, you only had one drink, he was already heavily intoxicated. You understand? They cut him off. You were the last bar. The bar after you denied him. You could be in trouble. That family finna to sue. Luke Bryan, that's probably why you made a statement, for all I know. Just speaking out. Not too sure. But it's probably why. You don't want to be liable, brother. Shoot, I wouldn't want to neither. But we must do better. We must do better. Absolutely. Let me see here. Mandy says, do we know if one of the frat bros didn't buy him a drink? I cannot tell you that the frat brothers bought him a drink or not. I don't know. Could they be responsible for just buying him a drink? I don't have an answer to that question. I don't think so. If I don't know something, I'm going to tell you I don't know. So that I don't know. But I wouldn't believe that they're going to get in trouble for buying him a drink if they are drunk themselves. They don't know. But do I think that they could have done better? Yes, they could have. They could have joined for all we know. The Red Rose Poets says, we have 200 likes. Let's get to 300. You are always doing that in every podcast. And I really appreciate you, Red Rose. Just know that. I do see things. Trust me, I see things. I pay attention. I promise you.
First on Fox, a heartbreaking end to the search for a missing Mizzou student. Riley Strain's body found this morning in a Nashville river.
A prayer vigil was held for Strain tonight. Fox News' Seth Bernthal has more on that and the latest on the investigation from the University of Missouri and Columbia.
The university shared with the campus a message Friday about the tragic news, also offering support for students and staff.
I just ask that you mamas out there hug your babies tight tonight, please. Please, for me, just hug your babies tight tonight. And again, thank you. Thank you for sharing our story.
Heartache from the family of Riley Strain. They say he was loving, caring, and filled with kindness. The Mizzou student was set to become a business finance graduate in May.
I just think it's so important that we come down here and just pray for the family, because today starts day one of their journey in their lives without Riley.
A prayer vigil Friday provided support for those in mourning. Strain was in Nashville on his fraternity's spring formal event. His cause of death has yet to be determined. A separate investigation is looking into whether Strain was overserved the night he disappeared.
To the family, my heart and prayers go out to you all for this very unfortunate and tragic incident.
The fraternity Strain joined released a statement expressing their heartache, offering resources and asking for privacy for Strain's family and fraternity brothers. Nashville police said a worker from a business near the Cumberland River spotted Strain's body in the water. Police identified the 22-year-old through multiple means, including his watch and shirt.
As a mom myself, I have a 19.
So there was comments saying that his phone, right? I heard nothing about his phone. They said nothing about his phone, and they just said it again. They just said watch and shirt. I heard nothing about his wallet and phone. Why am I still talking about this? Because there is still a chance that this could be, it could be foul play. It's still. I'm not reaching. I'm not dragging. I'm not stretching. It's actually true. They even said it. They ruled it out as of now. If they said there is no possibility, then, I wouldn't talk about it. But yes. There's still room for foul play. Especially when what really gets to me is the phone. Where's the phone? You're able to find a card, but no phone. Shirt is still on his body and watch, which, again, audience, I know what Sabrina said about when she was on another show and she said that the shirt was on another guy. I don't want to get into that. I don't want to touch that. She wasn't on my show. I don't know what happened about that. Maybe she did see the identical shirt, possibly, maybe, but I don't know. Can't answer that question. But his phone, the credit card, and the wallet. Maybe they just didn't say that, but they quickly identify the watch, but not phone. What really, really disturbs me, and this is probably the most that really gets to me, and I'm going to shock you with this, is the fact that if the homeless people said that there was a commotion going up when they looked at the embankment, it's coming from the homeless. If he fell before the Birch video, but after the new surveillance, how no one heard or saw that? But yet they claimed he was there having a commotion and he fell into a bush and he got up. But he traveled from all the way to the top, falling and rumbling and tumbling all the way down in a splash of water. But you live in the embankment, but you didn't tell nobody that? But yet somebody had his card. You know what this sounds like to me? And I swear I'm going to say this. It sounds like to me that someone is not speaking. Someone in that area, could be a homeless man, could be a crackhead, could be someone who's some of this doesn't make sense. It doesn't. I swear I'm not reaching to you. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not. It doesn't. And it's just truth. It's truth in the matter. If he just, I'm not going to be here and tell you a car kidnapped him. I'm done with that. I'm done with the scooters, the red Jeep, the psychic black figure. Please, enough. There's people even deleting their videos because they were wrong, especially TikTokers. I knew this was going to happen, and I said it was. Shout out to the people who stuck by stuck with the narrative. What was really going on? Okay. We knew these things, okay? Especially this Birch video with the school. No. It shows nothing. I want to stick to what we know. And this proves that. This proves that. He was in the river. He came up. They found him. Now, could this mean that someone did something to him under the bridge where he fell? Yes, it can still. Just because there's no visible wounds, that doesn't mean there's no foul play. You must know this. You must understand this, okay? Now, I can't say it for 100% certainty that it's foul play. And I'm not saying that. All I'm saying that there is room for it to still be foul play. Because after everything we've been told, between the tourist couple, Sabrina saying that the homeless man's shirt, vomit, and then the people there that were interrogated saying that it was a commotion going on, how can no one not know anything? But yet there are people living there and said they saw him. You didn't hear a splash of water. You didn't hear nobody falling. And if anything, what really gets to me, probably the most out of all of this entire case of Riley Strain is this. If he fell between the distance what we know has trees like this, where you would have to hit those trees and those bushes to even hit the water. It's not like he can just hop off a ledge into the water. You would have to hit the dirt. You would have to hit bushes. You would have to hit trees, depending on an area. But he still managed, through all those trees, he still managed to go through the trees and hit the water. That right there I will never understand that. I understand if he fell over a bridge or there was a clear area in the embankment where it's just straight dirt and then drop down river. Then he fell. Absolutely. I want a better understanding of how he bypassed those trees. I don't understand that.
From a business near the Cumberland River spotted Strain's body in the water. Police identified the 22-year-old through multiple means, including his watch and shirt.
As a mom myself, I have a
watch and shirt.
19-year-old son and she'll be 17 years old daughter, and I could not imagine what they feel today.
The university also expressing condolences to Strain's family and offering them support as well. Reporting from Columbia, Missouri, Jeff Bernthal, Fox 2 News.
I want to take a look at something. Oh, why do I always put that? Somebody said they don't understand what I'm talking about with the trees and stuff. Let me go back and explain this to you. So, look. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see this? This is what I'm saying to you. Have a look. Look at all the trees, branches. See that? Do you see what I'm talking about? If he tipped over this, if he went past this, it's not like you're going straight to the river. You would have to hit the trees. You would have to hit all of this stuff to get down there. And what makes it even more strange is just some of the area has gates on it. Some of the areas have gates. So now we're narrowing down the section of where we could possibly know when he fell. If anything, look at this. There's a brick wall, there's trees. This is something else. Now, this is the only area, and what do you know, right before the birch is where it would have to be like less tree area. As if he really dropped here. Like this is the only section that I would ever know, I could possibly know that this is where he fell. And guess where this place is? Where the card was found. I do believe that this was the card was found. But the phone stops. The ping stops right here. This is where the ping stops. Right in this area, right here. This is where the phone stops. This is why, like, I wouldn't be talking about this if it didn't make sense. Like, I'll be like, okay, we're done, guys. Like, we're done. I'm done talking about this. They found them, but the card, the phone, the statements. I don't know. I think passed out and they pushed him into the water. If he passed out, how can they you mean like rolled him into the water? Jen with the 10 super chat. Remember, guys, you can send a message, by the way, if you wish. Thank you so much, Jen. I appreciate that. How are you? Hope you're having a good night, by the way. A homeless camp. Yeah. It's crazy how no one saw this. Watching that Birch video, did you see the traffic coming out of the Birch video? The traffic that came out of that Birch video? People drive by this area. People walk this area. It's dangerous, right? Okay, well, guess what? There's still people going in this area. It blows my mind. After cars, walking, scooters, people running like a normal night. Not one person saw Riley tip over and fall down. This is what makes, forget about a cold case. These are cold events. This, I don't understand. It's like the universe didn't want this guy to have a proper justice of not wanting the public to know anything what happened. Nothing, guys, nothing, zero. Nobody said nothing. There's nothing. No one could come forward. There's no video footage. There's nothing to indicate like what's the event that happened underneath the bridge. Does that make sense? Like if it was just against this kid, nothing we know. There's nothing. Do you guys understand that? We may never know. We may never know if somebody actually did so. That person's going to keep it a secret. You think that person wants to go to jail? That person might keep it a secret. How can we believe anybody? We have no camera footage, no witness, not anyone. But yet, look at the traffic that comes out of there at that time of night, around 9:50, between 9:50 and 10 o'clock. That blows my mind. Vegas, thank you so much for the 9. You guys like sending 9.99s. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, guys. Guys, You don't have to. You don't have to send no directs, no stars. Let's just chill tonight. Let's just think. I want to use my brain. I want to critically think. I want to understand. I want us to ask questions we have not and think. I know it's late at night. You like, no, you do the thinking. I'm always doing the thinking, but I want you guys to assist with me. Christopher, I didn't see your super chat. It didn't even pop up at all, actually. Yeah, I could take a couple of phone calls. Yeah, absolutely. Mods, I do have mods today, Keiko and Breezy, but they are going to sit this one out, ladies and gentlemen. I want the mods to sit this one out today. I do want that. So there will be no mods today. They are going to be acting as audience today. I'm going to be doing the questions in the chat and everything. So please ask any questions to me if you have that. As for the phone, let's see if this works. I did change it, by the way. Let's see how that looks. Please look into the footage again from what I sent you on Discord. What footage? If it's about that Birch video with the scooters, I'm gonna be so honest with you. I'm not, you know. Yeah, you know. After what we found today, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of things have been debunked. A lot of things. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna call it out. I'm not gonna be here. This is what people watch me for. This is what people rely on me for. They believe in me for. I'm not for the bull crap. I'm gonna give it to you guys raw. Hey yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm here. I know, Breezy, but again, you and Co are just the audience for tonight. All right. I want you guys to just be audience for tonight. Sit back, relax. And I just pinned the number. You guys could text your name with the number first. And then, please, after you text your name, I'll give you a call. I got you guys. All right, let's finish up here.
It's now confirmed that this young man's body has been recovered from the river. This is approximately 8 miles from the downtown area, so about 8 miles from where he was last spotted.
So this is the area where he was found, by the way, FYI. Melly, behave, Melly. Melly, Belly, behave. Keiko with the 199 says, don't tell me what to do. You're funny. Oh my God. Christy with the blue high. YouTube, Facebook, do you see her comment? She activated the blue highlighted over at Facebook. She says with the 2,000 thou wow. 2,000 thou wow. She says it was just an accident. People need to accept it. Says Christy Jenkins. I totally respect that and I understand you, Christy. Absolutely, and I understand that. We respect your opinion. Christy with the 2,000 stars. Jesus, chicken strips. She says, guys, it's just an accident. I totally respect that. Totally respect that. Thank you, Christy Jenkins. I appreciate that. Skylar with the 5 super chat says, first podcast I've subscribed to because you got on facts, no feelings. Thank you for doing you and being respectful and awareness and not for clout. Absolutely not. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. That means a lot to me, Skylar. I just try. I try, Skylar. Why was he running? He was just running. There's nothing to it. He told the cops he said everything was fine. Everything was fine. Not the Birch video says branding. Okay, I'll have a look.
On the riverbank, he's been recovered in the western portion of Nashville this morning. His family are getting ready to speak to the public, presumably to thank them for all of the support and the love that's been sent out to them as they've been hoping and praying for Riley's safe return.
I thought he wanted to know the facts. Brandon, what do you have that is okay? The fact is, Brandon, is that we found him. And That's literally it. He's sadly deceased. He has been discovered. That's the facts. You know, these are facts. Do we know it's foul play? We don't know. Could it be? Absolutely. But if I wanted to know what's fact, okay, let's see what you have that's fact. Can you send it again, Brandon? Send it again. And Riley Strain podcast links. You said it's fact, right? Okay, Brandon, send it again if you don't mind, please.
This was the news that we thought we might be reporting. And now here we are. It is confirmed that the body that was just recovered is that of Riley Strain. Oh, I can't imagine being his family getting this news. This is going to be an awful lot for them to process. Krista, when we think about how this family has been holding out hope, they've been telling the public that their hope for their son's safe return has been really and truly unwavering. But yet we know these are smart people, and the reality was that this very well could have been an accidental drowning. And from the outset, that was something that was strongly suspected, was it not?
It was, and considering how much he was overserved that evening, potentially, as well. I think that if I'm Riley's mother, I want.
Yeah, Brandon, but show me the video again. I'm asking you if you can send it again. I don't see the video, Brandon. Brandon Gaming, yeah, just send it again. Just send it to me real quick. I know, Breezy, Facebook is going off, and I'm that's why I'm leaving the comments. You don't have to mod. It's okay. I don't want you guys to. You guys are good. Just sit back, relax, please. I got it. I got Facebook and YouTube. I promise you. I just want you ladies to sit back, relax, for real. Yeah, Brandon, just send it over to me so I can look at it again. I would appreciate that. Okay. Am I taking phone calls? Yes, I am. Just text your name, guys. That's all. Just text your name. That's all I want you guys to do. Text your name to the number.
I want some answers. I want to get a better picture of his entire evening and what happened, and really get a sense of how we ended up in the Cumberland River, drowned so young and full of promise, University of Missouri student. This is just so heartbreaking to me. As my kids just recently went through college, so I can put myself right there. And, I think I would want to know, I want to know everything right now. I want to know what happened to him, what his last, moments were like. Was there any foul play, or was this a pure accidental drowning? And did these bars that overserved him play any role? Was he drugged in any way? There's a lot of questions I have.
Yes, all great questions, Krista. You're right. And now that Riley Strain's body has been recovered, it can be taken for a full and complete autopsy, and officials will be able to give an educated opinion as to whether or not there was any foul play, or whether it was just intoxication that led to him winding up in the river that night. Awfully sad news, but news that we certainly thought may come one day, as officials have been searching endlessly, and we're still waiting for Riley Strain's parents to step up to the microphones and to speak to the public about the loss of their son. And when you think about this, if it was what has been strongly suspected intoxication that might have led to a slip and fall in the river as he was walking by the river bank, it breaks your heart when you think about how this man had his whole life ahead of him, a young, bright college student that was loved by so many people. It's just heartbreaking. And I know we have so many more questions this morning as we're learning of the confirmation of his death, but you can't help but think about what he may have done.
Absolutely. That's a very good question. I love this interview. That lady is asking the same questions as what I just asked. And it goes to show that it's fact. It still very well could be. There are a lot of comments on Facebook that are asking very good questions, by the way. Hi, Kay. How are you? Dorianne, supporter Dorianne. Remember, if you're a supporter at Facebook or YouTube, you do get chat priority, which means that on my end, your comment glows and I can see your comment if you are a member. So ask questions. If I miss it, I'm sorry. There's just a lot going on. Dorianne, supporter, says, no, did they give an estimate time of how long the autopsy would take? There's never an estimate, a precise estimate time. They can just give an estimate time. Normally it'll take about 2 weeks. Me doing all this, been doing this work for years, it takes 2 to 4 weeks. I assure you it's going to be 2 to 4 weeks. But there are cases of expedited autopsies, that does occur depending on if there's like a suspect on the loose or there's more suspects. Big case. It's so sad to say, but it's true. Happened with Gabby Petito. Let me tell you something. Gabby Petito, I have never seen a case. The amount of they expedited so much in that case because what did I tell you guys? Once a case gets social media attention and it's spread, the more attention it gains, the faster they do the work. Mark my words, you're going to see it. There's going to be, mark my words, in the future, and I hope not, God forbid, there's going to be another Gabby Petito case. As big as Gabby Petito was, I have never heard of a case that big, ever, probably ever. Kanika Jenkins, that was close to Gabby Petito. That was almost close, but it went cold. And they found her body, and they know who it was. If they didn't have any of those clues, Kanika Jenkins would have been a case where forget about it. And Shailene too. But there has been no case as close to Gabby Petito where they expedited so much stuff. So much stuff. Not fast for Maddie? No, because they believe Stefan. Guys, if there's a suspect at play and they're loose, they already have Stefan in custody and they believe he committed that act. So they're taking their time. There's no proof of nobody else. That's why they're taking their time. Okay? Remember, Brian Laundrie was on the loose. He was out. He left his girl by himself. You understand? No clue, nothing. There's nothing. There were a lot of mysteries in that case. That's why when it comes to Riley, let me tell you something. If they have proof that there was foul play, and I'm telling you right now for a fact, if there was proof that there was foul play in this case would have been everywhere. This case would have been everywhere. There was another clue. If really they found his shirt or shoe or something else, blood markings, oh my gosh, this case would have been, could be another Gabby Petito, potentially. Could be. You guys are asking great questions, by the way. Christopher said with the $4.99, the picture on the phone pings is a screenshot of the Life 360. It's a GPS location with 5 to 10 minutes of uncertainty. There is. But what I want to say about the phone, Chris, is that remember, there's things that we don't have, Christopher. You understand? And what the fraternity boys had is different from what we have. What the cops have, it still haven't been released because it was an open investigation. And it still is until we get that report back. I don't know why they said the sheriff's office, guys. I don't. There's still more to this case. There's still more. There's still more to this case. I don't know why be super chats. I'm not getting y'all super chats over here. I'm just getting upset. I think they're waiting for the toxicology report. Phyllis, they're waiting for everything. The medical examiner, the toxicology. Now that they find them, and if they conclude that there's no foul play, they're going to take their sweet time. There's no reason to rush this, to put resources that's not needed if they believe in something that's not needed. It's just not needed. So they're not going to be putting these resources in that's not needed. They're just not. But again, if there was a suspect, if this has more coverage, et cetera, they will expedite this, more than anything. But they're not. Let's continue. Jen with the 5. She says, be careful who's your friend. A real one wouldn't let you be on your own, knowing you're not the right state of mind. Oh my gosh, Jen. These chats are popping off today. Well said. Well said. Gloria, hi, how are you, Gloria? Taking phone calls in 5 minutes.
Had he been able to live, had things not gone the way they went that night when he was out with his fraternity brothers, in downtown Nashville. We still have the view from our Scripps chopper in Nashville. Our Scripps News affiliate is up in the sky looking down at the river where Riley's body was recovered. And if you're just now joining our coverage, Riley Strain's body was recovered about 8 miles from where he was last seen in the downtown area. And it's really important to note that if you've ever been to Nashville and if you've been to Broadway, where all of the bars are and the restaurants, and that's where Luke Bryan's bar is, where Riley was that evening, it's very close to the river, extremely close. And so if you've been there and you can picture it, you can kind of see how this could have happened. Although it is dreadful, it is the reality, sadly, for his family members. Let's go live to the press conference now.
Looking at Sky 5 right now, just the vantage point overhead, that larger perspective. Here's Don Aaron with Metro Police.
Everybody give me a thumbs up if you're ready. Looking around. Okay, here. All right. This morning we have a unfortunate update for you on the Riley Strain search. Chief John Drake, Metropolitan Nashville Police Department, will be speaking with you. Chief Drake.
Thank you, Don, and good morning, everyone. This morning around 7:28 a.m., we received a call from a worker on 61st Avenue at a company that adjoins the Cumberland River that had been searching for anything that would pop up on the river, especially looking for Riley Strain if he would surface here. As they were removing an object from the river, they noticed what appeared to be Riley Strain pop up. The fire department was called in, retrieved the body from the river. The medical examiner's office reviewed the body, and we've confirmed that it is Riley Strain. The family has been contacted. There are no signs of foul play at this time, according to the examination here at the riverbank. Mr. Strain still had the shirt on that he was wearing, still had the watch, and other identifying factors that helped us identify who he is.
You notice something, right? That he did not say anything about an ID. Typically, they say ID. They do that. They do that. I hope you know that. So when they find a dead body, especially this one floating in the river, I already told you guys, I educated you on the decomposition of a body in water on how many long days. So they do that. They look for ID on the body. They just said other identifications, like indications, to identify him. But they started off with the shirt and the watch. He could have easily said wallet with ID. He didn't say that. Okay. Where's the wallet? And hey, potentially, maybe he had a wallet in his back pocket. Maybe something was there. Maybe he has other things that can help identify him. But he would have said ID. There's nothing more. They look for ID attached to his person. They didn't. They said a shirt and they said the watch. Why say a watch? Who doesn't have a watch? But that's what he said. I don't know for a fact what else is there. What other things they identified? I don't know. Probably the boots. Maybe a beauty mark that they give a description. Beauty mark are very unique. Beauty marker moles are very, very, very unique. Very unique. Keep that in mind, okay? Do me a big favor, Facebook and YouTube. Do me a big favor. Hit that follow button. If you are brand new, you are chilling with me late at night on a Saturday. Thank you all for being here. This question right here. Brown Sugar says, Novesity, how long of a walk is it from the bar to where he was found, as in minutes? Do we have a guesstimate? The bar to where he was found or the bar to where he was, the last phone pinged? 20 minutes. But remember, the man was running. The man was running and jogging, so it was quick for him. But the bar to where he was found, let's answer that question. The bar to where he was found. I don't know why you're asking this, but why not? Right, Brown Sugar? Why not, Brown Sugar? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it, my brown sugar. The vigil? Yes, I have the vigil. I have videos of the vigil already. I do. Let's see here. Here it is. I have it. 18-minute drive. The walk is 2 hours and 7 minutes. I don't think this has anything to do with it. You just wanted this information, so I'm just delivering it to you. But yeah, I don't think that this route helps explain exactly what's going on. But we must keep in mind that there is no footage of him leaving that area, either going back or forth. There's no footage. I want to keep that in mind. But it's still a good question, Brown Sugar. Still a good question. Still a good question, Brown Sugar. Victoria Cross. Thank you, Victoria. How you doing, Victoria? Forgive me if you covered this already. But, don't, guys, you can ask any questions you like. There's no stupid questions. You're good. But just no psychic stuff. I would appreciate that. But did Riley's college ever make a statement? Yes, I just played that earlier during the podcast today. I feel like the frat boys are quiet because they were probably hazing Riley, and they thought it was funny. That's a possibility. Don't know. He was heavily intoxicated. Was he more intoxicated than other people? That's a good question, and I don't know. But they did make a statement. I did play it way earlier. I'll try to find it again later. As for the frat boys, the only question I have is, where were you this whole entire time? You didn't find your friend. You had, it was workers that were not even looking for him found him. It's always like that. People that are not even looking for someone always end up finding someone. But good question, Victoria. Very good question. Very good questions. I'm loving these questions. I'm loving these questions. Christy Jenkins. Christy Jenkins, did you just send 10,000 stars? $10,000 stars? Oh my gosh.
Another one.
That's a honey bun. 10,000 stars. That's a honey bun having fun on the run. Facebook, can I get some W's for her? Please, Facebook. Facebook. That's crazy. Christy Jenkins. Blanchard. Thank you. I appreciate that. Holy chicken strips. I appreciate that so much. In stars? A honey bun in stars? I have not seen that since like a year. Oh my gosh. 10K stars. 10,000. Wow. Christy, thank you so much. Let's keep that highlighted up there on Facebook. It keeps it highlighted? Yeah, it does. Christy, yeah, yours could stay there. Thank you. I appreciate that. Look at all the honey buns in the chat. YouTube, hey, look what YouTube is doing. Look what YouTube is doing, chat. Look at the honey buns. Look. Chat, YouTube, do me a favor. Hit those honey buns for Christy over at YouTube. Hit those honey buns for me real quick. Oh, for the people who don't have memberships, you can't hit the honey bun because you have to have you have to be a member to unlock all the emojis at the bottom. I'm sorry. Aaron says, what's 10,000 stars? That's a honey bun. That's a honey bun. What is a honey bun? I don't say 100. I say honey bun. It's something that I just do. I don't know. I'm weird. I'm really weird. Look at all the honey buns. Look at YouTube. Hawaii says, aloha said, does this mean no pants, no shoes? No, that doesn't mean that, Heather. That's a good question, but it doesn't mean that. He still could definitely be having his shoes. Absolutely. Oh my God. Oh my God. Christy and Christopher. Oh my God.
Another one.
If I don't get honey buns in the chat on Facebook and YouTube right now, I don't know what's going on. Christopher, Christopher and Christy with the honey buns, having fun on the run. Oh my God. I thought Facebook going, look at this. I appreciate you guys. Denise Holzner, you are officially banned. Guys, you don't have to do this, man. I appreciate you guys. Please, you don't have to do this, guys. Christopher and Christy, I really, really, really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. Like, for real, from the bottom of my heart. You are not entitled. You do not have to do this. Thank you guys so much. I really, 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 guys, please, you don't have to do this. Thank you guys so much. Jasmine says honey bun party. Absolutely. Christy.
I want to say to the family, my heart and prayers go out to you all for this very unfortunate and tragic incident. I also want to say thank you to the Nashville community and the outpouring community of the outpouring support from the community in trying to help us locate Mr. Strain. I also want to say thank you to our USAR team and to the fire department at OEM and TWRA and everyone else, including the media, for everything that you've done, for the countless tips that came in. We received nearly 200 tips as of yesterday that we were vetting out. So at this time, the family's been notified. There would be an autopsy more than likely sometime today, and we'll have a little bit further from that point. So thank you.
Chief, can you tell us, is there any other additional evidence that points you to the theory that it seems like you've been going after for a while now? It's just that he fell into the river, accidentally?
Yeah, there's no other evidence that suggests anything other than we have reports that normally under these circumstances with his height and weight, that he could have surfaced between 14 and 20 days. This is the 14th day, so we were really expecting anytime soon to find him. In fact, our search teams is going to put in the water here this morning and then search from this point further down. So we were in the right spot. It's just unfortunate, but there's nothing to suggest anything other than any foul play at all.
You said that these were crews that were actually looking for him that found him?
Yes, that's so there's workers typically on the river, whether it's barge companies, concrete companies, other businesses that actually are on the river.
This is crazy. This interview is actually longer than all the other interviews that I showed earlier today. He's asking a lot of clear questions. The other videos were shorter, and I don't know why. I don't remember these questions being asked. These are really good questions, by the way. And these are important questions because they have the information we don't. We need this, especially the public, where things are not even released to us. But I understand Metro has to have an investigation, a proper one, and I understand that. I do. I completely understand that. I still think that they should have acted more quicker. But even the family said that. Many people said that. Even reporters said that. Everybody said that. But I think now Metro Police learned their lesson, and they still did a job, though. They still did a job. I'm not going to knock that away from them. I can't knock that away. But right now, they think that is no evidence to just foul play. That's what they believe. But remember, that could change. All right?
And
Christopher!
they looked
Christy!
routinely, as it's happened countless times before. And as they moved, I believe, a barge, and don't quote me on that, they removed something from the river, and as they moved it, they noticed Mr. Strain, and called it in.
Typically work on the water. They weren't necessarily search crews.
Right. Yep. Okay.
Okay, thank you all.
Thank you.
Leslie said a very good question over here. I'm gonna put what Leslie said over at Facebook. She said something. Christopher up top left you something nice. Yeah. He sent the honey bun, having fun. Leslie, you said something. There you go. Again, thank you, Christopher and Christy. I really don't deserve it. Thank you both so much. I'm taking phone calls in 1 minute. How would they know if there was no video to indicate what happened to him? That is very true, Leslie. This is. I answered that at the very beginning of this podcast. I said that no matter what they can do, they truly can never know because they weren't there. They can only go based on what they can find. Evidence is very important, but that's all they can find. What if somebody wrestled him? You don't know that. No one's come up and said that. What if somebody pushed him, knocked him, shoved him? Yo, give me your this. Give me your phone. Give me your wallet. Why do you think we don't have the phone and wallet? Pushed him. Boom. Gone. These are things that absolutely could have happened. 100%. 100%. Can I prove that? No. Do I know that? No. But that doesn't mean it couldn't. That doesn't mean that it did not happen. You understand? Did he fall and trip? Absolutely. He could have done that too, guys. He could have just fell and tipped over. Absolutely. Alicia Sachs with the 200 stars. She says, you keep me busy from my mental health. I appreciate your lives more than you know. It's my pleasure to hit those likes and share. Alicia Sachs, that's so beautiful. Thank you. Guys, I want to be your best friend. I want to be your ear. I want to be your buddy. I want to be your pal. If it's somebody that you want to just vent to, talk to, you want to hear me blabber my crazy mouth, guys, I'm here for you more than just your true crime buddy. All right? I'm so serious. Even for the fellas out there. Fellas, men out there, I'm here for you, man. You understand that? I promise you don't know me, fine. You don't have to like me, guys. But I'm here for you. If I can help your mental health, trust me, I'm here for you. I know how it is to have nobody. When I told you my brother, my roommate died in the room next to me, and I discovered him deceased. That traumatized the hell out of me. And I had no one to, who did I go to? I'm a man that's alone. I know how it is to be alone and have no one, so if I could not make someone feel the way that I felt, my pleasure. So I appreciate that. Thank you. That comment means a lot to me. Crafts became a supporter over at Facebook. Remember, guys, when you become a supporter member at Facebook or YouTube, join through your browser, phone, Safari, or your laptop or computer. Try not to do it through the app, because I know on YouTube when you join, it's like $5.99, $6.99. You can avoid that. It's just $4.99. If you want to be an executive member, they charge you like $1 or $2. It's different, okay? And FYI, if you are an executive member over at YouTube, don't worry about it. I'm still working on revising your perks to make you stand out, but make you have more content for you. But what I do know is executives are going to have content. This is a message for executive members only. you're going to have NSFW content. That means that, like what happened in Moscow today in Russia, I showed one of my mods the video, and they show, I was going to put it up for executives only, where the ISIS, they claimed, and the people dead on, like you see it. Somebody recorded it, like zoomed in and everything. So you guys are officially going to have access to NSFW. Maybe members too, I'll see. It's just YouTube and Facebook, they flag me for those contents. But this content will only be on Discord. So you must join Discord. You must. Who became members? Wait a minute. Oh, shoot. People became members. Who was it? Oh, Hawaii Heather. I love that name. Hawaii Heather. Let's welcome Heather and Christy over at YouTube for joining the members, YouTube members. Let's welcome them. Remember, just say welcome, Christy. Welcome, Heather. They just became a member. Enjoy your perks. Enjoy your priority. Enjoy your emojis. Enjoy your chat. Enjoy your no slow-mo. You get a lot of perks. You get up to like 5-8 perks. So you're good on that. It doesn't feel like 3 months since your roommate passed. Brittany, right? Brittany Polo, right? I right. It doesn't feel like that, but I have to wake up every day and look at that door every fucking day.
All right, that was an update from Metro Police.
All right. Obviously, not the news that...
You're welcome, Pebbles. Over at YouTube, you're welcome, Pebbles. All right, guys, let's finish watching this, okay? Let's hit that like button and share or whatever you guys like.
That family was looking for good morning, I'm Ted Rollins, taking over for After Julie Grant's show. The bottom line is this young man who has been missing now for several weeks has been the focus of a lot of people's attention. Prayers, not only prayers, but people actively searching for this 22-year-old. He was a University of Missouri student, disappeared while on a fraternity trip in March 8th. So now the family has answers, and frankly, there's a component there that I'm sure they are, obviously this is the worst case scenario. There's no way around it. This young man, there was hope that maybe he was somehow alive, but the time, all of it that led up to this point was not good. So again, if you're just joining us, Riley Strain's body has been found in Nashville, in the Cumberland River, where most of the search has been concentrated, where his credit card was found on the banks of the river. Matt Johnson, Crime and Justice reporter, is with us here on this Friday, and man, it's heartbreaking, really.
It's really terrible, and our hearts go out to that family that were actually calling for action, the mother crying on camera so much. And I know that, now the focus shifts from finding him to finding out what exactly happened, Ted. What was the situation at the bar on this trip? Where was he before the bar? Was he overserved at that bar? Was he possibly roofied at that bar? And I know that Luke Bryan's parent company, the TC Restaurant Group, they are working to provide the security footage from that night, so maybe that'll have some clues in it.
You're right. I mean, he was overserved on some level. What, did he show up drunk? The bar told him he needed to leave.
Right.
And that
which isn't usual, especially in Nashville. Let's face it. I mean,
during spring break, for college spring break. Yeah, it's. But he was seen on body camera interacting with that police officer, and he seemed coherent enough to say, "Oh, good evening," and kept walking. The officer was not at all alerted, thinking.
You see what I'm saying? If he could be so coherent and seem fine, does that tell you someone who was able to just fall into an embankment? Yo, this doesn't make sense. All right, now that doesn't make sense to me. If he was on this body cam footage, seemed to be perfectly fine. He's able to be on the phone, text, maybe a little sloppy, but to be and sounding coherent when the officer talked to him, does that sound like somebody that can just fall? Could be. Ginger says, blackout awake, Nove. What do you mean by that, Ginger, over at Facebook? The previous bars could have overserved him first. Karen, you're absolutely correct. That first bar ain't gonna look at no charges, bro. I mean, they're gonna look at credit card history. See, you are smart, says Nikki. Oh, Nikki. Okay, I like to think sometimes I'm smart. Nikki, did you say that? Hold on real quick. I need a Nove Q&A one day. I'm nosy. Skylar, we do that for members only on Mondays. For instance, Heather and Christy, who joined the members just now, we have a members live on Monday. So in what, 2 days of Mondays, I'll see you guys Monday. We're going to have a members live, and you can ask any questions you like. Any questions you like. What did Nikki say? Let me get to that question. See, you are smart, she says. Was I ever dumb? Nikki, was I not smart before, Nikki? No, remember, he hits his head on the pole. Anna, I'm not gonna take that into account. I don't know if I can. There was no blood. There was no nothing. They didn't find anything. They didn't even mention there was no blood on her shirt. There was no markings. They said nothing. Medical exam report said there's nothing. Nah. Love your compassion and kindness, and you show others and yourself. Know that you're not alone, Nove. Aw, Candy Shop, that means so much to me. Thank you so much. Thank you. He fell, he would have been found faster. I mean, if the guy didn't have that much drinks, he probably would have never went. He probably would have never fell. If you're new to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen, hit that subscribe button. Diane Williams says on Facebook, you're even smarter now. Was I not smart before? What's going on? Nikki said, no, I wasn't. Okay, Nikki. Nikki, tell me what I said before that made me not smart. If it impacted my intelligence in any factor. It doesn't seem too difficult or complex for you to answer so quickly. So I'm hoping you can respond to that. Hey fam, sorry I'm late. What did I miss? Crystal, your presence is now known. How are you, Crystal? Crystal, you missed it. Christopher and Christy sent honey buns and they're making me sweat. Melly says, he was super tall. So how can he fall and have no physical damage? He didn't fall. What happened? Okay. Nikki, I'm pulling your leg, Nikki. It's okay. I'm not serious. I'm just joking. It's okay. Look at Melly using her brain, Melly Belly. Thank you, Melly, for saying this. This is very true. I have been an ER for a nurse. I have seen severe head injuries and no blood present, said Spiky Games. The medical examiner didn't find anything so far. So we'll find out in just a couple weeks. But again, I'm not going to sit here and say for sure, because you don't even know if he hit his head. There's a pole blocking. He landed on his shoulder. I can't sit here and say he landed on his head or not. I was trying to say everything I'm thinking, you speak it. Nikki, I was just pulling your leg. You're good. I'm just answering questions. Just because he doesn't have any marks, that don't mean he wasn't pushed or hidden. That is exactly what I said. It still could be room for error here. It still could be room for foul play. Let's see here. These are some good questions. Eternal damage, says Rosa, possible. I agree. How is there no trauma? Stacy says. We're going to find out, Stacy. We're going to find out very soon if there's any trauma, any trauma. That medical examiner, I am waiting for more of medical examiner than toxicology. That's what I'm waiting for. Waiting for both, but that medical examiner report will that's something important. If anybody caused any damage to him physically. Supporter K says, how long is the walk from the bar to where the cops seen him? 2-hour walk, 18-minute drive. How do I know these numbers by heart? Yo, Cole is right. I'm a numbers guy. Autopsy will tell all. Autopsy's going to speak a lot. Supporter Darianne says, parents said he never hit his head. The parents said that, right? Again, I'm not even looking at that head injury. In my opinion, I'm not. If there was a clear indication, even the people said they said there was no head injury. The people that saw him that made that comment, they said he had no apparent head injury or nothing like that. I don't think so, guys. In my opinion, no. If he was slipped some roofs, then we will never know because of how fast it dissipates from the blood. Is that why you're saying that, Pebbles? Nikki said, this story is just weird to me. The stuff that just didn't add up. That's why I'm live here now talking about it. That's why I'm live here talking about it. You guys are I'm loving these comments. Melly says, well, how did not one homeless person see him? So you're saying what I'm saying, Melly Belly, huh? Drowning where crazy things, a ton of homeless men around there. Something is just off. You see, Melly? Now you guys are understanding me. What I'm saying is what Melly just said, is what I said earlier. You got people living in the embankment. No one said nothing. Oh, yeah, there's a guy who actually came. Oh, that's his picture. Yeah, he actually fell. I saw him. No one said that. People walking by the area where it's, help me. Nothing. That didn't happen. None of that happened. None of that happened. Nothing. There's literally homeless people saying they saw him look up at the embankment and they saw a commotion and him talking, but not him falling. Yo. Leslie Martinez, thank you for that compliment.
This kid needs help. And then fast forward, he just doesn't show up. So one would think, given the information we have, he fell into the river. I mean, barring anything else, but you heard the authorities. I mean, they're going to be actively investigating and will if something new comes up, but that's what it looks like at this point.
Right, and especially because he's seen on that surveillance camera from the city cam of him stumbling through the streets and making his way towards that river, unfortunately. So that is the most logical thing right now. And also we have to keep in mind that his bank card was recovered a few days ago and there was no activity on it.
Which again goes to the point where the true crime community is in such a different place than it was 5, 10 years ago, even 2, 3 years ago. That credit card was found by people looking for clues. This was a...
He's talking about us, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, I'm humbled. I'm not going to sit here and say he's talking about me. Nah, I'm not going to say that. We're a team, everyone. You're part of the family. You are part of the Novesity Nation. He's talking about, me, yeah, but you too. Listen.
The point where the true crime community is in such a different place than it was 5, 10 years ago, even 2, 3 years ago. That credit card was found by people looking for clues. This was a call to action, and I know you're very in tune to the true crime community. It really has evolved into something at the end of the day, it's good.
Social media.
In a mystery scenario, there's more eyes. I mean, I'm sure they can clutter themselves into an investigation.
Our viewers at home are part of that community. It is a very large community, and people want to help. I mean, people want justice, and they want call for action, and they want solutions. And this was a case where you had the community really, being active on social media and actively searching for clues, and especially because given the metro area that it's in, there's so many people and tourists there that a lot of those people took part.
Yeah, and the downside of social media, et cetera, is the misinformation.
Right.
And today we find out, because we've heard this, a homeless man was wearing his T-shirt.
Well, say it. Say it again. Say it again. This is why. Say that again. Say that again. Say it again. Say it again. And I mean, no disrespect for the people who gave the card, the misinformation, the psychic readings, and I don't want to say this person, but this is what I fight against. Tell me I don't. Tell me I don't. Now I'm getting my high blood pressure up there. Tell me I don't say this. Listen to this man. Preach.
Given the metro area that it's in, there's so many people and tourists
Say it louder, like Pebble said.
A lot of those people took part.
Yeah, and the downside of social media, et cetera, is the misinformation.
Right.
And today we find out, because we've heard this, a homeless man was wearing his T-shirt. Well,
and I will admit, that homeless man, I took into that. I was like, I believed her. And I'm like, yo, how did he get the shirt? And I believe that. And I'm a victim of that. But man, did we learn lessons.
And we find out today that he was found in the same clothes that he was wearing that night. So it's about.
We must be careful with information, ladies and gentlemen. We must. We must. I will tread even more softly when it comes to the next case. Best to believe that. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It didn't because it wasn't logical, says Ginger. Ooh, Ginger, you sound like me, huh? She didn't give a reason to not believe her.
Balance.
I think so. And, that's what we have to do is kind of weigh the information as it comes in. And that's why, using sources like Court TV, we verify information. That's why you can't trust everything on the internet. But again, getting the missing person's photo out there is the most critical.
Absolutely, yeah. And getting that army of people looking and having that individual and the family was really appreciative in terms of the efforts looking for the son. If you're just joining us, the headline is that it has been confirmed that Riley Strain's body has been found in the Cumberland River in Nashville there. If you missed the beginning of the press conference, we're going to rewind it and pick it up right from the beginning where the announcement was, the sad announcement was made just moments ago.
All right, we're going to be taking phone calls. Crystal says, sorry, no honey bun, and sorry, off topic. Crystal, why are you saying sorry, no honey bun? You don't have to do any of that. You're good. Congratulations on your job. That calls for a celebration. Take a shot. Take a shot. I hope this goes to tell you that you cannot believe every TikToker. Stick to the facts, not your feelings. Let's take some phone calls. Thank you, Red Rose. Hi, Sammy. Thank you for calling up yesterday. How are you?
I'm like, my phone was sitting next to me. I didn't realize you were calling someone. I jumped about a foot. Like, oh my God, he's calling me. Okay.
Okay.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing so good. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's great to talk to you.
Absolutely.
Can I tell you what my fear is?
Your fear? Okay.
For Riley now.
Oh, okay.
You know how the police officers, I think that city might have a lot of high crime. I don't know how many officers they have. I don't know what their load is, but they did seem to get off to a really slow start when the first 48 hours can be life or death in these cases.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's very true.
I am so afraid that I saw an interview with some locals, more than one with locals. They all agreed on one thing. It's like after that second bridge, they were saying there's like a 50 to 60 yard area that has no cameras, and bad people know it. It's like we would never go over there in the daylight, hardly much, never alone at night. He had no way to know that.
Oh. You talk about that person who says that they know the cameras and stuff on where to rob people and where to do these things. Ah. Yeah.
Well, like I said, I won't repeat to you anything I heard from a psychic or another comment or a speculation.
Okay.
It will.
Hold on.
I mean, I will say it's mine.
Hold on.
I'm about to tell you my speculation.
Hold on. You can say what you want with the psychic. If you want to. Okay.
No.
You can say it, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I believe it.
Right. No, I was just trying to say I will try to only post what I saw on a credible newscast or a officer's interview or, a newscaster's interview on the chat board, unless I say, well, I wonder if he got on the other side of that bridge and then got attacked. And then I'm like, but wait a minute. They said that officer was investigating that burglary for like another 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You can see one bridge from the other. They're not like miles apart. I don't.
Yeah.
How did he not hear anything? I mean, I'm just saying, how did he not hear anything? It's not like he was done right when Riley, and he drove off. No. In fact, he had to walk toward the second bridge and cross the road to get to what we all saw where his car was. He would have to go that direction. And since Raleigh doesn't show up at that building that you bless your heart, I'm like on the chat going, there's two people over there. There's two people over there.
Right.
I'm like, oh, God, don't make me super chat. It's two people over there.
By the way, I did see a couple of your super chats, but they didn't appear on my dashboard for me to show it. But I did shout you out. I did say, hey, I saw it. I'm here. And thank you, Sammy. I really do appreciate you.
Well, I appreciate you too.
But yeah, you are right though, right?
What I'm worried about is now that he's been found, this is a family that lives 6 hours away. They don't have any ties to Nashville. He was intoxicated. He didn't. Yeah, I think I might, because I can't drink because of medications, but in my younger days, I think I could sober up pretty quick if I was walking past a cop. I wouldn't want to go, in for the night. But I mean, there was more to it. He seemed to be running up the grassy area.
Yep.
He never got on that sidewalk there. At a jog, just fine. His voice sounded fine. He spoke to the officer first, clearly. He replied to him clearly. So I'm like, okay, seems like he's sobered up. But, maybe it was all just, kind of scared sober for a second.
Right.
But I'm afraid they're going to drop it now. I mean, there's like intoxicated college kids that fall in the river all the time. You heard the chief of police say many bodies come out of that river. So it's a thing. I heard another local say the people that want to demise themselves, sorry, I'm trying to clean this up, from the bridges.
Right.
Don't worry if it doesn't happen immediately because they know the undertow will get them. I heard another local say lots of people get pushed into that river because they know it's a great way to hide a body. And I'm like, wow. All that happening right there where this young man who had no idea was walking into what appears to be an extremely dangerous part of that city, in the dark, alone, drunk-ish.
Yeah, there's a chance that somebody, did rob him or pushed him. I mean, think about it. If he's intoxicated, you push him into a river, how he's going to get back?
Right. And they said the undertow just takes you.
Yeah.
One of the locals also said she had a cousin who was like an Olympic almost swimmer.
Yeah.
He went in it to swim on purpose. It got him. He drowned. He couldn't make it out.
Wait a minute. I have to pause your comment just a second. Hold on real quick. Hold on. Christopher, thank you so much for this. Hold on. Christopher says, I think the one thing that isn't brought up enough of these kind of cases is how what it seems like so simple, innocent decisions can lead to life-impacting events. Well said. Christopher, well said. Well said. I love this. And he's correct. And he's correct. And, you know, hopefully they shed some more light on that, though. But Christopher, you are well said, Christopher. Well done. And Christopher, thank you. No more from you, Christopher. No more. Here's... Yeah, Christopher's popping off. Him and Christy's popping off tonight. Read this. Listen to this comment, and this is for you, caller. Pebble said this. A homeless person fell in last night. If the Navy wasn't on the water already, searched and didn't hear him, he would have probably never known.
Yeah. They were talking about when you're down the embankment, it's loud. The water's very loud. We didn't really seem to kind of pick that up, you know, from up on the road, you know, where people were, you know, holding their cameras and different creators that were traveling, showing us what it was like. We didn't really pick it up, but they were saying when you're down and you're searching those embankments, you have to like scream to the person that's kind of with you. For them to even hear you. So it's noisy.
Absolutely. I mean,
so
you're right. And here's the thing about it is that no one is looking more broad. It wasn't just his body. They found another body. Look at that. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? We need to look at these things.
Yeah.
And I think that Metro is being a little closed-minded here and just saying no foul play. Okay, as of now, say that. As of now, no foul play. That doesn't mean it's for the whole entirety, because when that medical examiner report's coming on toxicology and it says otherwise, all right then. You know what I'm saying? But caller, thank you
if
so
he
much.
was flipped a roofie,
it
should still show in his brain. You had a microbiologist major in the chat last night. She listed the brain and another part of the body that it wouldn't, it would still be there. They would still be able to find it. I hope no one did that to him. They got to live with that, even if they never admit they did it, you know, as being the one that did. They've got to live with that, because that would have been maybe why he was so messed up and why he seemed to be confused about why he was so messed up.
Right. That's true. That's true. I mean, I just think that there's still more things need to be found about this case, and we're not finished about it. We're not finished.
Yeah.
We're not finished. Sammy, listen,
I'm afraid they'll drop it in Nashville, though. And if the detectives aren't working on it, it's over.
Right.
Isn't it? I mean, they have to be the ones that pursue finding someone who did see something or that has his
people
phone.
Are not going to talk. They're not going to talk. They didn't talk before. They're not going to talk now. They're not going to talk. They don't want to go to jail.
You know, sometimes people get a little looser-lipped as things get a little less critical. I'm just saying, you know, sometimes.
Yeah.
But, you know, if the detectives aren't working the case, trying to make sure it wasn't a covered-up, hidden homicide, demise. You need one of those buttons that you can go bleep somebody's word out. You know, if they're not working on proving it was more than an accidental.
Yeah.
I wish the terrain wasn't so rough, because before the rains, they could have taken dogs. They could have found exactly where he went down. But with the rains, I don't know. Those dogs are really, really good, though, but they can't work that 75-degree embankment.
Right. more things are going to come throughout the day, and we're going to find more stuff. But Sammy, thank you so much for calling, and I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you for calling me.
You're so welcome. And thank you
I've
for...
waited
Say that again?
to talk to you. I've waited to talk to you for days.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you so much
sorry.
for calling
I get
me.
so many messages.
Oh, I know.
I do.
I know. I hear you. I've got like 99 text messages.
I got more than that now. I have over 120 now. So I got over... I gotta choose, members first. So, thank you so much for calling, and I appreciate you.
Well, let's all hope that they do get to the bottom of it, and they don't just write it off to what it might look like surface-wise.
Yeah, but I want the truth. If he fell, he fell. I'll take that. No problem.
Yeah,
I'll take that. But I
that
want the truth.
mama needs to know. The mother needs to know what happened to her son.
Absolutely. But
yeah.
Sammy, I'm gonna get to the next caller.
All right,
though.
good
Thank
night.
you so much. All right now.
Thanks. Bye.
Okay. Let's see here. Dude, so many text messages. This is great though. Text your name. I don't care if I got 300. Text. Brandy O'Neill became part of the Novesity class. We are literally going to do this full time. I'm almost at my goal. Hello, Christy Jenkins. This is No from Novesity. How are you? You're the one that sent the honey bun. Oh my God. Christy Jenkins with the honey bun, having fun. You on a run. Okay. And I appreciate you. I really do, Dan. For real. Thank you so much for that. Thank you.
Attached to them, right? Those are a little bit, right. So those are a little bit more accurate than Life 360. Which is probably what his friends were doing.
Right. So that is correct. Because I have about like 5 air tags and they're accurate.
Right. So you got the river level, you got the street level, and then you remember when you were walking up those stairs?
Mm-hmm.
You got that level where the sheriff's personal office was.
Right.
Personnel office.
Mm-hmm.
Which was not the sheriff's office, which is what he said in the beginning. It's like, he was at the sheriff's office. No, he wasn't at the sheriff's office. They had to call a actual sheriff to go there. It was the personnel office for the sheriff's department. So you got all these 3 levels. So Life 360 does not get that accurate.
Yeah, but it's okay. Here's my thought though. That's way too inaccurate, Christy.
Mm-hmm.
That's way too inaccurate. The sheriff's office, from what I shown the other day, that ping would have been around there. He has a whole different ping from what was given to us. I hope you know that.
Okay, but his cell phone was on him.
Correct. Yes. But then it just disappeared. It's just like if it turned off. And what we learned about the specialist that called in that day on, I believe, News Nation or Court TV, he made a statement and he said that it's most accurate when the phone is off. At the last ping, once you turn it off, that last ping would initiate and it's accurate. And it was underneath the bridge.
So if they found him 8 miles down the river and he had the cell phone on him.
He didn't. No one said that. No, I know you're seeing comments from people who's saying that he had his cell phone on him. Please, I'm telling you, I have read reports. I have read articles. I have never heard of a phone being on his person. I
completely believe you. Okay.
If someone can just tell me a video or an article, then I'll say, yeah, you know what? It's a fact. Absolutely. But the only thing they said was his shirt and his Apple Watch was the only indicators. They said there are other indicators, but they didn't say anything about a phone. They didn't say nothing even about a wallet. They didn't say nothing about his boots. They said others. Could it have been an ID?
So you did hear the other stuff about the wallet and stuff like that. Okay.
So
because I did hear that too, but
wait, about what?
Oh, that he may have had, or that he had his wallet on him and everything else.
Well, we don't know that still.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't know that. I just know that he has a blue.
So I'm sorry, I was completely confused about that. Then
Don't even worry about this. See, this is why I do this. This is another reason why I do this. It's because
and this is why I support you, because you give the truth.
I appreciate that. That means that means so much to me. That
So
means
when
so
people
much.
are confused,
So
you give the truth and you say, "Hey, no, this didn't happen. No, this happened."
Right. And I'm so glad that. So welcome. You're so welcome. Thank you for always watching and supporting. Like, do you have any? Like, is there a question you want to ask or anything specific?
Oh
or?
no, I didn't have any questions at all. I was seeing the pings and then all the uneven levels, so it just confused me. But you have completely, since you told me about that, I'm good now.
Thank you.
See, that's what you're here for.
Yeah, Christy. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
You're right. Thank you. I just want to help. I want to spread the correct information because I don't know why people say things as I know they hear it from TikTokers and stuff. And I
don't watch TikTok.
You know,
I don't have any.
Maybe that thing needs to get banned, if anything. But let me tell you,
definitely, I don't watch that. But I do watch the local news and like the national news and all that, and that's where I heard it from.
Yeah, they're gonna have more precise information because they have field reporters that go and they talk to victims' families, the victim, to the police. The police will talk to reporters from a major branch rather than somebody on the street. They're gonna be like, "Who are you?
Right.
Who are you with?"
Right.
Literally, they even set up press conferences or field conferences where they'd be like, "Okay, reporters here, mic stands here," and they talk. There's even cases where, if you didn't know this, that reporters pay officers or book the receptionists or people who do paperwork under the table for information.
Ooh.
Yeah, absolutely. So they're gonna have more information than somebody who is on TikTok saying, "Guys, I have the truth. He was kidnapped in a black car in a red Jeep." I'm not gonna listen to that.
Exact reason I do not watch TikTok.
I might play it, but I'm not gonna sit here and have no disrespect to anyone. I mean it, no disrespect. But I'm not gonna have a psychic. Like I remember somebody gave me a link to a psychic 2 days ago, and then the psychic said that there was a bald guy had something to do with it, and they fought him, and he was fighting, and they jumped him, and he was blood everywhere, and they discarded his body. They hopped back in the car. And I'm like, you know what? I'll be very surprised if this psychic was correct. We're going to find out. I didn't believe it, not one shred of. And then look what the police, look what they just telling us. They're telling us that there was nothing on his body. No signs.
Right.
No
We
nothing.
definitely need to wait for the autopsy. And like I said before, I truly believe it was just an accident.
Yeah, absolutely. That's absolutely. That could be it. Absolutely. You are so spot on, Christy. Well said. Well said.
Yeah. All right. Well, you have a good night. And go on to your other callers.
All right, Christy Jenkins. I appreciate you, and thank you once again. I appreciate you.
And thank you, too. Bye.
All right, now, bye-bye. Again, I'm not trying to offend nobody. I hope I'm not. I know you like watching TikTokers with who, there are a couple of TikTokers. I'm not going to lie. I know one. This individual, they do their digging. But you have to remember, there are people who are doing it for clout and people who are doing it for passion, people who are doing it for a good cause. There's many reasons. It's just you need to identify those key factors on who you waste your time on watching. You must be careful. We must stay focused. Christopher says also, no matter what law enforcement, side groups, agencies does it, it will never be enough. Human nature makes it too easy to find faults, errors, to something. Well said, Christopher. Christopher, are you a rational thinker? You have a different way of thinking. I appreciate you, Christopher. Thank you so much. Christina Porter with the Christopher and Christina. No more from you both. You guys have done enough. Thank you, guys. You're grounded. To get out of the riptide, current and undertow, you have to swim out calmly and not panic, parallel to you, out of danger. This is hard enough. Sober, let alone intoxicated. Well said, Christina. They need to secure the area immediately. They're going to. Watch. I can see it now in 1 week. Fencing, construction, building up. They're going to clean out the embankment, all in the name of Riley. Watch. Watch. Mark my words. Christina, thank you for the super chat. And Christopher, thank you once again. I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you so, so much. I'm going to keep this here because the orange matches my aesthetic. Okay. I know people are sending text messages to the number. I don't read those. Hello, Abby. How's it going?
Oh, today's a stressful day.
I'm so sorry about that, Abby. What's going on? Talk to me.
I think we're all stressed out in a sense due to, Riley.
Yeah.
And for those that are parents, it kind of hit us a little bit harder, even though the family was a realistic family. You can see that mom always wanted to have hope, like any other. They were realistic. I spoke to Chelsea.
Hello? Hello?
And let me see if I got you on speaker.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Very little.
Okay, hold on. Let me just put the Wi-Fi. All right, you tell me if this is better.
Yeah, you just got to speak up a little clearer for me, please, and louder.
Oh, yeah. Is it better?
A little bit.
So I told you that they are realistic. So the moms just still wanted to hold on for hope, obviously. But the dad was ready to, bring his son and rest, put him to rest. I spoke to Chelsea, and that's why I wanted to talk to you 2 days ago. Because 2 days ago, she started shutting down and not really talking much. And I think, the statement that the cops said, the 14 to 20 days, it will flow. So I feel like they were getting ready to just lay him.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But I honestly think I'm gonna have a friendship with her after this because we're friends on Facebook and I'll keep in tap. But because I've been in and out, I wanted to know what was mainly the goal of this video.
Of today's podcast?
Yeah.
So today's podcast is about what information, what was given to us, is it really plausible? So there seems to be no foul play indicated by Metro Police, but does it mean that is this the conclusion of what we have? Is this the truth? Because what is next after Riley being found? A medical examiner report. They're going to conduct the whole entire case, and they're going to review it to see what they have to see truthfully is there foul play. There is still room for foul play. Absolutely. Somebody can toss him, push him, shove him, fight, anything. He might have many marks and scratches, but that doesn't mean that, he didn't fight for his life in the river. Do we truly know how he ended up in the river? No. Metro Police are not going to know how he truly know. We would never, no one's going to know unless the person who knows is not speaking and or if Riley would talk, in which case he can't. So it can, the medical examiner, are we going to know? Maybe. Toxicology? Possibly. But the events that took place underneath that bridge, we do not know. So this is the point of this podcast today. What is next after this? Can we know if there's foul play? Medical examiner's report, statements being taken. Is there room for this? It is a possibility. It doesn't mean foul play is not a no-go. It is a possibility. I'm not looking here trying to find foul play. I'm looking here trying to find truth. Truth.
Right. Right. And I do, when this first came out, I had commented on your chat stating that most likely he is unalive just because days were passing by. So there was no saving. But after this, just talking to Chelsea, I don't even think, because I told her what you said to lawyer her up and stuff like that, and she was going to bring it to the meeting. But I don't think they will even sue, because at this point, it's their heart is shattered, and we can clearly see that that he was beyond drunk. So I mean, what can you do if you have the evidence that he was extremely drunk?
Mm-hmm.
And at least personally, I'm about to be 35 in a few weeks, and when I drink and I feel like I'm getting it, like I'm getting tipsy,
Mm-hmm.
my first thing to do is go to the bathroom and wet my face with cold water. So I think that was his thought. Like, I just need to put water on my face so I can wake up and, not be so damn lost.
Right. Well, this is a little different. This is a little different. And we were talking about this man was highly intoxicated, where people said that he was throwing up, and he was just all over the place. The guy fell, and this is just rough. This is rough, man. This is rough.
It is. Like, I have been stressed out all day crying because, even though he was, 21?
22.
22, you and I, we can still look at him and say, there is a possibility that could have been my child, and that hurts itself. This whole thing is messed up. I honestly, at this point, I don't even think it's foul play. I think he was just out of it, and he just wanted to wet his face to see if he can, get some sort of, sense of what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I when I was talking to Chelsea, it started like 2 days ago. I noticed like the communication was dying, even though I was reaching out to her.
Mm-hmm.
So at that moment, and that's why I texted you yesterday,
Right.
like, call me, but you called me an hour later, and I know that you're busy.
Yeah, Abby, you definitely have to understand that I have so many unread messages, emails.
Absolutely.
I don't want you to think that, that I'm intentionally ignoring. I'm not. I have so many different things to manage,
No, I know that. Like, I can tell you put so much. I've even told you about becoming a father. Like, you're going to be that father that every man is going to look at and wish to have that relationship with your child. So I know you're hella busy and we really can't do much about it.
Yeah.
But at this point, we were expecting it, and it's
and I thank you. And I sorry to cut you off, but I have to. I want to say thank you for, you actually reached out. You did that. You spoke to Chelsea. You tried to message me, communicate with me. It's not about giving me a pat on the back. You were part of the community. You were part of the Novesity Nation, where you was like, hey, Nov, I did this, I did that. I'm trying to help you. This and that. Yes, this is what happened. You were able to talk to Chelsea, and you did that. So you need to pat yourself on the back, and congratulations on doing that. You were able to directly connect with me, and I'm proud of you. You hear me, Abby? I'm proud of you. Good job.
Thank you.
You're so
I
welcome.
had to really hear that today.
Oh, Abby, come on. Somebody got to say it to you, and I'm going to say that to you. And you, I'm proud of you. Good job. I am.
Don't make me cry.
No, don't cry. You did very good. I am.
Yeah, it's just very overwhelming, to find out. And we were realistic. Like Dad wanted just to bring his home and put him to rest. Mom, she was realistic too, but she still didn't want to. She couldn't fathom to lose her son, and that's something understandable, obviously. But it is what it is. He was too drunk, and he needed fresh cold water, and that's what I first do when I'm feeling tipsy, and I get drunk with 2 beers.
Yeah.
So it's that bad, but we just gotta keep praying.
Thank you. No more crying. It's over. I know. No, but we're done now. We're done. He's with the family. Just gotta lay him to rest. We're gonna see about that autopsy. I better see you on this podcast for that autopsy. And on the next case, hopefully you can, communicate with other families for me, and I would appreciate that. And make sure you tell Chelsea I said thank you, and may his cousin rest in peace, and tell the family I said hi when you speak to them, okay?
Absolutely. I'm gonna say. We're not just messaging. We added ourselves as friends. So this family is a hardcore praying family. And as a mom, I just couldn't sit here and just watch. And I love your channel because you speak facts. I know that if I come see I'm gonna come out with facts. I've been telling you, you're still young. You need to get into college and do this FBI, CIA stuff. You're perfect for it.
I appreciate that, but here's why I would never do that. I'm the type of guy that I break rules. Hey, don't go over that barrier. If I got to go get the camera footage to do that, I'll do it. Hey, don't go this one. Don't go there. You break it in the entry. I'll do it.
Because you're from the Bronx. It's true though. Like I try to explain to my daughter, like the snitching part, that it's so hardcore. In New York, they raise you up, like you just stay out of it. If it's not your business, you didn't see it.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. I remember I got jumped for that when I was young. And I remember my brothers and my friends used to beat me up for saying, "Don't you ever snitch." They don't play that stuff, man. They don't play that stuff.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's just very hurtful.
But listen, Abby, I want you to get involved on the next case that I will be talking about. I'm not gonna tell you what I will be talking about, but on the next case, sometimes I do investigation work. Sometimes I just talk about true crime. I want people to understand that. Sometimes I would just talk about it. But for a fact, I will be doing boots on the ground, especially the what people have been sending these donations on Cashapp and Venmo. So I've been saving that for Novesity's travel expense and documenting that. So now, if I ever got to go to Texas, Arizona, or Ohio, California, or anywhere where a case needs me, Tennessee, what have you, I now have a little saved for I can take one trip for my next case, because as disappointing as many departments were, maybe with my and your help, we can do something. So we will know, I'm telling you, after this case, I wasn't going to say this. I told my mods this. I'm going to tell you guys now. I can tell you. I actually was going to go to Nashville on Sunday through Tuesday. But I had to wait till Sunday to do it because I have something personal going on with me where I couldn't leave. Plus, the funding wasn't proper. But I was going to wait till Sunday.
But they overdid it that day.
No. They didn't overdo it. It's just that, so people thought in the chat that, if you fund me through Super Chats, I get it immediately. You don't. I don't get that immediately. I have to wait 1 month.
That's crazy.
I know. People didn't know that, but I was like, it's okay. It's fine. They don't know. They're doing it from their heart, their kindness. Christopher, Crystal, Victoria, Elizabeth, Christy, all these beautiful people who was literally sending me Cashapp and super chats and stars. I will be on my knees being the most humblest man, showing grateful and honor to people like this. And I'm just overwhelmingly I can't 1,000 thank yous. And I will be going boots on the ground to the next podcast. But it's okay though, because I know exactly how to do it and when I'm gonna do it. And when I tell you, Abby, I'm gonna do it the best way possible, as what a man should do it. I'm gonna do it the correct way.
And I believe every single word that comes out of your mouth. So I know you're gonna be there. But can I ask you, does it have anything to do with the Puerto Rican chick?
Oh, my next case? I'm not gonna say anything. You're gonna have to wait, Abby.
Damn, man, I'm your sister.
You're gonna have to wait, Abby. You're gonna have to wait to see. I can't make comments like that on public just yet. I can't.
Is it illegal?
No. If it was illegal, would I be on the podcast talking about it? I'll be shh. Listen, hey, in order to solve a crime, you can't just follow the law. Laws are meant to be broken. If I have to follow the law to solve a crime, I'll be what? Another detective without a badge. You don't think cops and detectives break laws to break rules to solve crimes? They probably don't. But you must be on both sides. I'm saying it publicly. I don't care. Why, you want me to be fake? You want me to tell you? Oh, I'm going to be nice and kind and follow the rules. Absolutely not. You must follow the rules, but there are certain rules that are meant to be broken in order for you to find the truth. I mean, we're human. This is what we do. This is what we do. We not all of us follow the rules. Not everyone follows the laws. You be a super good citizen.
Hard.
We all sin. But sometimes people sin to do what's needed for the greatness of mankind, to find the truth, for prosperity and harmony. Why do you think we go to war? We go to war to find what? To establish peace. But what they don't know is when war, there is no such thing as peace. Both sides lose. I would do whatever it takes. If I investigate, I would do whatever it takes to find the truth. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and commit a crazy, obstruction law. No, but I will break a little bit of rules to find the truth. Absolutely. And I'm just going to tell you the truth. I don't care what officer, detective is listening to me. I don't care. What am I afraid of? What do I have to lose? A channel? So what? I can just start a new channel. What? Go to jail? Wait, I could do 30 days in jail. Hopefully one of you guys will bail me out. I don't care. What do I have to lose? What? Death? It's an illusion.
Yo, I hear you talking, and it's like, I guess because I'm from the Bronx, and every other word was, I gave my life up to Christ almost 14 years ago. So, but every other word was and it's just you're kind of a fresh air to hear, to listen to. You make things make sense, and then you get the work done. But you did abandon a case, which is because you didn't understand the Spanish. But this case is gonna be closed soon.
I abandoned what case? What case have I ever abandoned?
Derek.
I didn't abandon that case.
Well, you told me the last time that you haven't reported because you don't have someone that speaks Spanish.
No. I didn't talk about the case because there was no initial statement released yet for it. So feds are not tackling anything further in that case. I read the report and articles actually like a week ago. There's no further indication to say that he was innocent. There was nothing read by the report. And then what I did was I checked release footage, and the father, I know the father was not, you know what? Let's talk about this in private actually, because people are like saying about Riley. I don't want to digress from Riley to Derek, but I didn't abandon anything. I didn't. There was just nothing strong enough for me to show. There wasn't. I couldn't find anything strong enough for me to show. I didn't abandon this. Not at all. Absolutely not.
So I get that. So that was my miscommunication. But what are you? You're Black and Italian?
Yes.
Because, bro, when you say words in Spanish,
Yes, yes, I know. I was
you
raised with.
have accent.
I know. I went to school with a lot of Dominicans and Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, I'm always confused. Like this man, he just does it all.
Yeah. I'm not perfect though. I promise you, Abby. I promise you. But I still need to learn Spanish though. So I gotta learn Spanish. I will.
Yeah, of course.
All
But
right,
I
Abby.
can't wait until tomorrow
I
for sure.
appreciate that. But I'm gonna get to the next caller though. Okay.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to kind of just
You wanted to
to
vent.
say,
You wanted to vent.
yeah, and just like I told her, I'm gonna give you your privacy, and she respects that. She's needing that at the moment, but they know deep down that he already passed. Mom just wanted to see him one last time, and Dad was kind of over it. So sadly, it just happens like that. I hate it. I hate it. No, we're losing too many innocent people every second, and that has me stressed the hell out.
Yeah, but don't be stressed. You need to think of it as like the dead are wouldn't want you to be stressed. If I know my mother passed, she would tell me, hey, don't feel this way. I'm in a better place. You need to have that kind of mindset. They pass because it's your own need to feel that you're missing them. But on the other realm, they are always with you. You need to think of it like that. Always put some light in different perspectives. It may look like that, but you don't know what's on the other side. And they probably more happier, no more pain, no more suffering. They're probably right next to you. You never know. So you need to shift perspectives. You do that because you miss them. But little do they know, they're screaming at you like, dude, I'm right next to you. Chill. Like, it's okay. Everything's fine.
Yeah. I definitely needed to hear those words. Because sometimes as a mom, your self-esteem and just having too much going on. So I appreciate you saying that.
You're so welcome. But listen, let me get out of here. Thank you so much. And Abby, we'll talk another time, okay?
Yeah, and if I come up with something, I'll just put it on the chat and
perfect.
And we'll communicate that way. But thank you for everything you do. I appreciate you. You are gifted, and you may not know it yet, but you have a strong calling, and you're going to do a lot of big things in this world, and it's going to be under the grace of God. So I can't wait to see your journey.
Thank you, Abby. That means so much to me. Thank you so much, Abby. I appreciate that.
Oh, you're welcome, man. You know I'm crazy and all, but I still got love for you. I love hard. So.
And I love you too, Abby. And I promise you, I love you for real. I'm proud of you. Keep it up.
But that's what I'm telling you. I genuinely love you. I'm trying to figure out how can I buy a ticket from Orlando to go on the train to Miami because I really want to go there. So I'm gonna need to figure something out, sell a few things, and get out there. I hate that what they're doing to Derek. They're just taking away his innocence. And by the time he gets out, he's going to have more of a man point of view because, he's in there. So you kind of take away their childhood, and it's devastating. It's hard.
Let me, I have to let you go. But I just want to tell you, what if there's video footage of him putting the knife inside of his mother and keep stabbing her? Would you be convinced that he did it?
No, I would say that the kid was drugged up. And did you see the case of Bryce?
Of Bryce? You know what? Let's talk about this in private. I got you. Let me finish this, okay?
Okay, so just give me 5 seconds. Bryce convinced after killing a 12-year-old and a 13-year-old, he made the 14 and 15 and 16 to do the last stabbings. So I believe that Derek saw his mom dead, and that they probably, and the word is amenaza. They were telling him, if you don't do this, this was going to happen. Because in the 911, you can tell he's reading something off. He didn't answer it. He gave information about his stepfather and all. But Derek is free. He's going to be free, and only for one reason. He's a minor. They spoke to a minor without a lawyer and without a parent, and doing so, the case is going to drop because it's illegal.
Right. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Again, let's talk about this in private. I got you. Let me move on to the next one because I don't want to mix the two cases together while people are entering the chat. I got you. We'll talk.
All right, just end it with a year.
Year. All right.
Year. All right. I'll talk to you.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
All right, guys. Let me. There is a new video that was out by Brian Enton. This video hasn't finished. Let me play this, and then we're gonna put on that Brian Enton video. Christopher said a super chat. AirTags aren't the most accurate, and actually can be the less accurate. AirTag locations are calculated from the GPS location. Apple divided is. That's halfway correct. So. AirTags, when they have their regular option, they are in a general area. What our phones can do with AirTags when close to a proximity, Christopher, is that it is very accurate when you're around its proximity. And I do it all the time. I have like 5 or 6 of these. When I was on commercial shoots, I would take them in bags where my cameras cost $10,000. My lens costs $8,000. So they're in bags with lighting, which is thousands of dollars. I used to drop them in bags when doing it in shoots. So one time I lost one of my bags, and it wasn't lost. Someone actually took it, and he put it in his office. He's an idiot. I had an AirTag. I had the lens, the camera in the bag, and then I activated it. It says you are around the area, but then it'll give you directions on where to go. Very accurate. Very accurate. When the further you are, the less accurate. But that doesn't mean that it has a cap limit of how inaccurate it is. An AirTag could be in Spain and it'll show you that, literally. So you just have to be around, and it's just more accurate. You can even play a sound. It'll even tell you by level of plane, like this. Try it yourself. It's great. It's a great tool. I'm just waiting for the second version of an Apple AirTag. It just all depends. It's cheap when paying for it, but the only way to use it is to pair it with an expensive device. That's how they get you. It's good. What's with the comments? Raven Chill? What is that? Oh, Raven Chill. What is that? Yeah, don't see my name there, so they don't try that with me. You're a mod on YouTube. Calm yourself. People have different opinions. You can block me. Raven, what have you been saying, Raven? What is going on? Why is everyone... Sorry, guys, I had a phone call, but I do see the comments. I'm going over it. You said another one. Okay, cool. Where was that first? Okay. Ladies, you don't... All right, ladies. Damn, Crystal popped off. Holy shit.
Sounds like. So we really do need to wait for the medical examiner on this one.
Marie, and depending on the time of that has transpired here, may or may not be able to get a firm tox at the end of the day because of the way that some drugs do metabolize and they go away before it can be done. So we may never know.
Absolutely. It's hard to tell, especially with the amount of time and the fact that his body was in the water that long. That washes away exterior evidence, and the time it took for them to find him washes away interior evidence. Toxicology may not be 100% correct, but I think I agree with Matt and Krista. There has to be more investigation. It's way too early by just looking at his body to say no foul play. Foul play comes in different types of ways that maybe a medical examiner would have to test blood, test tissue to see what happened to this young man. People just don't fall in the river.
Oh my God. Lady, who is this lady? Say it again. Say it again. Say it again. Let me go back. Let me go back. Hold on. This lady popping off. Christopher, I want to thank you for all the super chats, Christopher. Thank you so much. Actually, the next caller is Christopher. Christopher, are you ready for that phone call? Because you were actually going to be next. Beyond the Moon readings. In my opinion, the point of the podcast is to help us heal from this tragedy. Safe space for us to talk. Beyond the Moon readings. That's so sweet. That is so sweet. Beyond the Moon readings. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Thank you for that. You're right. I love this. Where did it go? Oh, there it goes. I love this. I do. And it is. Thank you. Christopher, enough. That's almost like 2 honey buns. Christopher. Christopher, how much was that? Christopher. Can somebody stop Christopher? 2. Oh, that's a honey bun and a half. Honey bun and a half. Christopher. Christopher. Do I have to, Christopher, throw that ass in a circle, sir. Let me shut up. I should have never said that. Oh my gosh. Nobody heard that. Christopher. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Yes, it's super accurate on your phone because it uses Bluetooth on your phone to track it. Regardless, the location is based off your phone GPS location. Location is only updated when an Apple device is in range. I have a video to show you, Christopher. I'm going to show you something. It is about the specialist that was on the show and what I learned about GPS locations and especially using your phone and stuff. And it is pretty accurate, man. It is. Your phone just knows. It's because it's 2 devices. You know what I'm saying? 2 devices. We're not working with one to pin your own location, but we're talking about 2 devices. The tag and your phone work together. They work together as a team. I'll show you a video. Just remind me. I have to show you this. Christopher, thanks again, man, for the 1.5 honey bun. Having fun. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Listen to what this lady said. I don't know what's going on, but ladies have been popping off for the past. It's Ladies March month. Ladies are confident this month.
This one.
Marie, and depending on the time of that has transpired here, may or may not be able to get a firm tox at the end of the day because of the way that some drugs do metabolize and they go away before it can be done. So we may never know.
Absolutely. It's hard to tell, especially with the amount of time and the fact that his body was in the water that long. That washes away exterior evidence, and the time it took for them to find him washes away interior evidence. Toxicology may not be 100% correct, but I think I agree with Matt and Krista. There has to be more investigation. It's way too early by just looking at his body to say no foul play. Foul play comes in different types of ways.
Preach.
That maybe a medical examiner would have to test blood, test tissue to see what happened to this young man.
Preach.
People just don't fall in the river.
No. Well, Krista, people do fall in the river. If you're incredibly drunk and there's a river bank, you could fall into the river, and rivers are different than lakes. You go into a river, it could be lights out pretty quick.
But I think what Marie's talking about, and I would agree with her. There's reasons why, and not all drugs metabolize after death in the same manner as we say metabolize while you're still living. So some drugs could still be identified in someone's system even days and weeks in this case after death. So I wouldn't rule out that that we can't know if he was drugged or if there was something more than alcohol involved. And we don't have a full picture of the whole night. But when you're drunk and or on some sort of drug, yes, you can stumble into a river. But it just doesn't happen to a completely normal sober person. So I don't know that he
sober aside, if it's just alcohol, the young man may have consumed too much, Marie.
Yeah, but we don't know that. We don't know that it's just alcohol. So I think it's extremely premature to say there are no sounds of foul play. We need to examine everything, his tissue, his blood, everything inside, outside, to see if this was an accident. We don't know because like Krista said, why did he get so intoxicated? Was it something weird he ingested?
Right.
We need to find that out too. It's okay to fall in the river, but if someone did something to you to cause you to be in a state where you fell, then it's a problem, and that person has to be held accountable.
Oh my gosh, this lady is speaking through me. She's trying to say, and I saw a comment, somebody said people do fall in the river. Guys, let me tell you something. People do, people don't. You do not know if he did, is what she's saying. There could be things into play where you just fall into the river. He's still human. He may be drunk, but out of everything we know in a location, a situation, it's commonly not known for people to just fall in the river. If that's the case, you'll find more than just 2-3 bodies floating in the water. You'll find 10, 20, 50, 100. There have been drunk people passing through that path. What makes his case any more different? You understand what I'm saying? So you need to really don't have this vision where you're like, no, I disagree. Be open-minded and look at the situation for what it is that, the statistics doesn't show that. It's too early to show that, and it's true. And what the other guy said that people do fall in the river, and I agree with him. People do. But why haven't the homeless man ever fallen in the river until today, yesterday? And someone saved him out of all the entire times? Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Be open-minded. Think about it.
And Matt, the family has been so
outspoken. Yeah.
One would think that the answers, to the degree that they can be, the questions, it's the degree that can be answered. This family's going to keep pushing, I would assume.
Yeah.
I would think so because they've been out there doing the call for action every day, and that's what you have to do in these missing persons cases, And we're going to hear from them later today. Court TV has learned that they're going to hold a news conference, and you mentioned that earlier, Ted, and we'll carry that.
Yeah. Again, to remind everybody where we are, Riley Strain's body has been found, positively identified in the river. There were barges in the river working, and they were retrieving something out of the river, and that is when they located the body. There was no outward signs of foul play, in that the condition of the body did not show anything that was obvious at the scene, but this obviously is just the beginning, right?
Well said. Love this. AirTags don't have GPS in them. If I said that, I'm not trying to say they act as or they have that in them. You need to understand that the AirTag is run by intricate parts, okay? So how do I say? This has it. When paired with a second device, it becomes stronger. You understand what I'm saying? So, Christopher, I'll show you if you don't know. I know these things because I don't want to say I'm an Apple ambassador, but I do certain things with Apple, which I'm not going to say what I do, where I know these things. And, oh shit. This is not good. Hold on, I gotta do a mic check. Okay. What's inside of it is the antenna with the PCB. Look into it, Christopher. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. Reminder, I'm a huge nerd, and I'm the same way, Christopher. I'm the same way. Google it, look at the intricate parts, details, schematics inside of it, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about. You might not. I respect your opinion. You may not think it is, but it's still accurate compared to your normal. I mean, I'm not gonna say all GPS locating device, but it still has an antenna to be found. It is. I use it. I can even show. I can prove it to you right now. I can go get my AirTag. I'll show you. It regardless of the matter, it's still accurate. Look at the 360 app. We can have our opinions, but you and I don't know what they saw. If he says sheriff's department versus what the image is being displayed on you of what was available to the public. We could put all these devices side by side. A GPS, an AirTag with an antenna, with the PCB part, whatever the heck you want to call it, with just it being solo for a tower to pick that up. Do you know how accurate it is from a tower to a phone? Do you know? Way different from the phone to a device, whether GPS or whether an AirTag with an antenna inside. It's all different, all different. Thank you for the super chat, Christopher. I appreciate that very much. Okay, Christopher. I appreciate that very much, bro. Thank you. I'm not going to argue. Well said, Christopher. I'm not neither, bro. I appreciate you very much, though. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for it. I appreciate. Okay. Oh, there is a new video. What is the an AirTag is a device where it sends a Bluetooth signal to your Apple iPhone. You know what? I'll submit in whole. I'll submit an article and I'll submit a video showing how it can be accurate, and it is, especially when you get closer. I'll show that with a testimony with proof. I'll link that right now in the Discord. I'm trying to prove that my first point. For instance, NBC made in June 20th, 2023. For this reason, the tracker provided the most accurate data in a crowded location. They don't provide much help to Android users. While many use AirTags to keep track everything items on their keys and their wallet, these gadgets are also useful when traveling. I literally engineered this type of equipment. Okay, Christopher. Okay, if I'm wrong, Christopher, then what? I'm not going to go back and forth, Christopher. You're an engineer, that's great, but look what the point that I just proven to you. You told me that they're not accurate, right? They're not. But I use it, and this article was saying it from NBC as a report. I just showed you. You know, I'm going to have my opinion. I think that the Apple AirTag is somewhat accurate. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to stand by that because I use it. It helps find your things. It definitely does. It does. Apple did a very good job. It's just between your phone and an AirTag. You got that? Yeah, it is. I'm glad you got that. That's good. Yeah, it is. It only can be. It's an AirTag designed by Apple and an iPhone. It's only with those two. That's it. And I'll send you this information. You're an engineer, right? I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. Apple AirTags have a good rating. They're good. They're just good. And they are accurate, but the further you go, they're not. As I stated previously, nothing too complex about it.
Next step.
Yes. I even went on a demo and Apple.com and during the release, because I go to Apple events, and man, Apple is like on top of things, bro. They're actually being sued today for monopolizing. They're that good. They're that good.
I want to bring in Chris Dingman now. He's a friend of Riley's family. Chris, thank you for being with us once again. I can't even imagine what they're going through. I know you're in the house with them right now. I just hope that the support from the country and really the world, I mean, this story touched so many people. I hope that that's at least helping them a little bit right now.
100%. I'm actually literally straight above them, and the family's downstairs in the living room. The
Ladies, these
airboat
are, ladies and
captains,
gentlemen,
United
this is the
Cajun
river.
Navy,
I mean, this is the
everybody
river.
else.
This is the vigil that was had by, that was by the river, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see here. Let me turn this up a little bit.
That showed up in airboats. A lot of the families. It's just kind of a fellowship tonight in the house. And I'll be honest with you, I went to the candlelight vigil tonight. It was phenomenal having people there talking. Exactly what you said. You know, I drove 6 hours to come and look for Riley. I've been following it every week. You know, every day I wake up in the morning to see what's posted, and to hear the conversations that's going on downstairs right now, to where the family can breathe, have normal conversations without just tears erupting, and you're looking at Michelle, and then you start crying, and everybody's crying, and there's a long road ahead of us. We're so blessed of all the help and support that everybody has provided for Riley. Michelle gets to take Riley home. There's unfortunately a lot of people in this world that don't have that opportunity. It is not what we were wanting. We were praying for everybody. You know, the world needs a win right now. It's so chaotic. I think that's why everybody was so invested in Riley. He checked all the boxes. It wasn't the family saying he was a great kid. Every time you reached out, didn't matter who you reached out to, they had a great positive story about him.
Yeah.
And the world needed a win. We didn't get it, but we did. We have Riley. His mother gets to take him home, have a proper burial with him, and she'll get to go visit her son from time to time when she needs him. You know,
I know.
and we all need him.
And I know there's no real closure in a situation like this, but I'm glad that she's able to take him home. I think that obviously goes a long way, and I'm glad she's getting a lot of support right now. And I think his personality and light came through in all these stories and pictures, how close he was to his mom. I think that's why people felt this connection to the story. Have police, Chris, been able to provide any more information about what happened? I mean, obviously we know that he was found, but do we have any more details?
Where we're at right now is, you know, he was unfortunately, you know, fortunately and unfortunately, he was found underneath the barge this morning. An area which, ironically, Ryan, his dad, and one of the searchers on the boat last night had put a ping in to bring the dogs back this morning to look at it. They thought there may have been something. There was nothing positive. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. So they were kind of on to something. The police did mention to us in private that there were a few more individuals. You know, at the moment, this is just a horrible accident. But the police do have a few more people they're wanting to talk to that may have physically been there, that saw what happened to Riley, may have not had a part of it, but may put together the last pieces that we need of this puzzle. We're there. We've got 5 or 6 pieces left that the police are currently working on, and we hope to have those answers soon.
Yeah, and maybe, you know, other college kids watching or just anyone can learn something from this situation. And I'm not pointing fingers, because I can remember being in college and drinking too much and walking home alone, and sometimes maybe not even knowing how I got home, and sometimes my friends also leaving a bar and I should have gone with them, but I didn't. But I think this just shows all of us, you know, the dangers that's out there when people are just sort of set free in a situation like that.
You know, I'd had the conversation with Riley, and one of the little things I took is I told all the boys, I said, and I've had a lot of them, I've had the privilege of being in their life. And I said, when you go to a big city, put your billfold in your front pocket. I said, because when you're out dancing, you may not realize it, and that billfold may go disappearing. But if you put your billfold in your front pocket, you know, it's going to be a lot harder. And in that picture of him and the boys outside before they went into the bars and stuff, Chris actually made the comment to me, and he goes, see, he was listening to you. And I go, what are you talking about? And he goes, look in the picture, his billfold's in his front pocket. And, you know, it's little things like that we're going to have forever. I've got some family pictures we're going to post up in honor of Riley tomorrow, and kids and adults and parents. If I can tell you something right now from all the wild stuff that we've been through in the last 2 weeks, make sure your children have somebody that has a password to their social medias and their accounts. Whether you put it in a safe deposit box, You know, I understand you need to have their space, but this could have saved us a lot of time that we waited on warrants, et cetera, to get answers, to get this started. And, please have multiple people that have access to those opportunities, because it literally could change the dynamics of somebody trying to find you, somebody trying to help you, somebody trying to rescue you.
That's a good point.
Let somebody know.
Thank you for watching.
Damn. So his family actually, wow, okay. His family, they're doing like a, are they doing like a foundation or something like that? A foundation or something? What are they trying to do here? Now I'm tripping. Pebbles, why are you tripping? What's up? No was saying that it is accurate for what it is. That's what I was saying. Thank you. That's the point that I was saying. I mean, I know that air tags are not as accurate as GPS. It is not a GPS. He's correct, but it's still accurate, especially when you get closer to it. I think that it's hard to believe nobody saw Riley. That's the point that I'm making. How can no one not see Riley? I don't understand that. That lady was preaching. That lady, she was preaching. Again, I don't want it to be. It's a language miscommunication between us. Probably so. All I was saying that it's still accurate for, what is it? I forgot how much I bought it for. $20, $15 air tag. That is still accurate. It's definitely still accurate. Crystal, what? Thank you, Christopher, for all the super chats, brother. Christopher, I really appreciate you, man. Thank you. Ken Johnson, was he found today? What's up, Kenny? Look, everybody, look who's in the chat. It's Kenny. Hi, Kenny. Kenny, where you at? Kenny, where you at in the chat? What the heck? Wait, I thought. Crystal with the 10 gifted subs. Crystal, thank you so much. Crystal, you better stop. Jordan White said, hi, Kenny. So very true. It is. It's not an accident when his so-called friends let him while he's impaired. Damn, I know his friends, man. Sounds like there could be more. How many? Okay, wait a minute. Let me ask this question. Okay, let me do this right now. Let me start a poll. Since we know everything we know now, let me ask a poll. Do you think foul play is still involved? I gotta see this. I think we're talking about the accuracy remote of finding my phone, not locally. Hold on, Christopher. Let me read that in a second. Do you think foul play is Crystal with the 10 gifted subs? Okay. Facebook, YouTube, answer the question, guys, on the poll. Crystal, do you think foul play is still involved? I don't know. Oh, Crystal, Christopher, it's okay, bro. Don't worry about it. It's not that deep for me. It's not. But I will be glad to give you some articles for proof of what the point that I was trying to come across. Okay, Facebook, you can now vote as well. You can now vote as well. Crystal, again, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. And Christopher for the super chats. Christopher, I really appreciate you, man. Christopher's actually going a little crazy today with these super chats, man. I thought you were talking about the accuracy remark. Oh, no. You're Christopher, don't even worry about it, bro. You're good. It's good that I have somebody else who's a nerd with me, Christopher. That's actually good. Again, oh my gosh, Crystal, with the 10 gifted subs, man, I really appreciate that very, very much. You guys are incredible on Facebook and YouTube, man. Facebook and YouTube, you guys are incredible.
So thank you very much.
10 gifted subs. Thank you so much.
We'll have a moment of silence and then we'll close the video.
All right, chat. This is the moment of silence that I want to offer to the stream. So I will shut up, mute my microphone, and give it just a couple minutes.
We'll have a moment of silence and then we'll close the video. Not exactly sure what to do with our candles. Just bring them up here.
And we'll have a box.
We'll have a box here. We'll pull them out. We'll have a box.
Feel free to take them home. You're welcome to keep them. You're welcome to keep them if you like.
You don't have to do that.
Just please blow it out. Leave.
So we'll have about a minute of silence. Right. Thank you guys once again. Please continue to pray for your family. It's obviously a lot left to go through and deal with.
Love you, Riley. Nashville loves you.
And once again, feel free to come look at the pictures that we have if you haven't gotten to see them. Thank you guys.
All right, everyone. I wanted to take that time out to definitely give him, acknowledge that this was time for everyone here in the chat, just to give, the last goodbyes and everything. Don't worry about it, guys. I'll still talk about this case and stuff, but you know, he will be resting. He will be laid to rest now, ladies and gentlemen. So, it's sad, man. It's sad. I want to especially say thank you to everyone who has been with me in this investigation. I want to thank all the people who ever sent me information in the Riley Strange segment on Discord. I want to thank all the people who sent me messages on Facebook. Even if it was the psychic reading, that's just you showing your initiative. That's you just trying to attempt to help. I still give you credit. Thank you for the people who was in the stream, has been watching me for 2 weeks straight. Thank you for the people who have literally donated directly to the app on Venmo and Cashapp. I can't stress enough. You were trying to pay for my trip to go out there, and I thank you. The people who sent super chats and gifted subs, thank you. People who became memberships just to support the cause and what I do as a true crimer and sometimes investigator. Thank you. Everybody. Even if you watch, like, shared, thank you. This means a lot because we were pushing for providing, as I do, the most accurate information as possible. If I made any minor mistakes and errors, I do apologize. 1,000 apologies. I'm only human, but best to believe I know when I'm wrong and I correct it, and I will continue to give you not only the most updated information, but the most accurate and correct information as possible. I am learning as I go every day. If you guys know me, I'm a nerd. I love to learn, and I will continue to learn. That I assure you, and I promise you. It is a sad and terrible thing what happened, and sad to say the world doesn't stop spinning. Evil never stops. And if they're going to continue, I'm never going to take a day off neither. Christopher with the 10 super chat says, now I just feel like an asshole. LOL, I'm just an engineer. That was so Dutchy of me. Don't worry about it. Christopher, don't worry about it. Listen, I always tell people, you work hard for what you do. Why you can't announce it? You're an engineer. That took time. You study. It's your work. I mean, I may not know probably as much, but I know certain things, especially how geek I am when it comes to Apple. But thank you for your logic and information. But you're an engineer. You rep what you learn. You deserve it. Thank you again, Christopher. I really appreciate it. Guys, if I missed any super chats or anything, let me know. I'll look over in just a second. But this was the vigil that was happened for Riley Strain in Nashville. Wait a minute. I missed something here. What did I miss here? Christina Porter, are you in the chat? Christina, where's Christina? Christina Porter. They're all giving a silence. I'm not I didn't want to put the audio on. I can, but it's just silence.
Thank you guys once again. Please continue to pray for your family.
Crystal, no. Crystal, you're so welcome. What do you have on your eye next, Nove? I'm not going to discuss the next case just yet.
Thank you, guys.
Christina Porter. That was the guy. That was his friend. That's the family friend that was there. That was the family's friend. That was the family's friend that was there. Yes, you could submit a case. I know guys are, okay, let me answer that question. Somebody said, can I submit a case? You can submit a case. Guys, there's cases that I miss. There's cases that I miss, you know? But if you want to submit a case, you absolutely can. I don't want to talk about the next case that I have my reasons why. Just bear with me, but don't worry about it. I promise you guys are going on the Discord. Facebook, I can finally comment in the group, Facebook. So if you are a member, I can comment now. So look out for more talks and more information, and we will talk together on Facebook if you're a supporter with a badge. Christina Porter with the half a honey bun. She said, Christopher, you ain't gonna out honey bun me, says Christina Porter. Christopher, you guys are no more, guys, please. I'm about to turn off Super Chat. No more. I appreciate you, Christina. Half a honey bun having fun. Shout out to Christopher. He actually sent one too. With all the, I don't know what Christopher's doing. I don't know what Christina's doing. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you very much, guys. Like for real. Thank you so much. Christina, Christopher. Let me get half a honey buns in the chat. Oh, there's no half a honey buns. Damn it.
Please. I want to bring in Chris Dingman now. He's a.
Oh. Let me ask you guys a question, by the way. Did you guys see, I spoke to one of my mods about this. Did you guys see what happened in Moscow? Wait, what's going on? Whoa, what is going on? Breaking news. We are just 30 minutes away from avoiding a partial government shutdown. What is this? What is going on? Government shutdown 30 minutes from... What is going on? Why is it trending? What is going on? A government... Wait.
All right, so I want to update everybody on what's happening. Democrats so badly want to avoid casting a vote on two amendments by Senator Ted Budd. One that says that if you're an illegal alien who beats up a cop, you get deported. And another that simply acknowledges the policy failures that led to Lake and Riley's death. Democrats so badly don't want to vote on either one of those amendments that they're willing to shut down the government. Make no mistake, this is why they're doing it. That's what we're dealing with.
I don't want to get into politics. Oh no, this country, man. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to get into politics. I don't want to do it, ladies. Christopher with the 20 gifted subs. I didn't even see that. Christopher is he's about to break my chat, isn't he? Christopher with the 20. Oh, he been sent that. What's going on? I got to reset this. Hold on. Terrorist attack, says Marie. I heard about something about a terrorist attack. What happened with Russia? What happened with Russia with the mass shooting is sending a ripple effect to the United States or something like that. I do have the video. It's gruesome. I cannot show that. Christopher, 20 gifted subs.
Another
Mr. Engineer. Jesus Christ, Christopher. Christopher, what do you want? You want me to throw that in a circle? You want me to throw that in a circle for you, Christopher? Damn, Christopher, you about to shut down the whole YouTube channel. Yeah. So yeah, 30 minutes away from shutting it down. If that about one in the bill. Yeah, that's about to happen. I did see the video. Yes, I did see what happened with the illegal. This. You talk about this video, right? This video is nuts. That's crazy. This is crazy. Christina Porter, thank you. Christopher. Yes, sir. That's nuts. That's we gotta do something. Yo, imagine me going on the foot. Should I go? You guys want me to go to the border and record? You want me to go boots on ground in Texas? No, I'm begging you to please read my super chat. Keely, where's your super chat? You sent it too big. I told your stars message was too big. It's cut in half for me. I told people on YouTube, you can't text that long. You ain't going there, says Christina. Christina, why not? Christina Porter. Oh, shit. Yeah, look at that. Christina and Christopher broke this part of the channel. Unbelievable. You guys are crazy. Hold on, guys. I have to reset this part. I'm going to fix this where I don't have to reset this. My best friend is Antonio. No, do not go over there. It's dangerous. No, do not go. Do not go. It's bad there. I'm not afraid. I die. It's for the cause. Hoorah. It's for the cause, man. It's for the cause. I mean, I'm not afraid. I mean, I can't make stupid decisions also. I'm logical, but still, you know, somebody's got to go. Christopher with the 20 gifted. Okay, I had to reset my Christopher. Christopher. Christopher! Christopher! Gosh! Christopher. Somebody ban Christopher. He's gonna kill this chat. Christopher, dude. What it... Christopher, ladies, if y'all don't give Christopher a hard time. What? Lily Star, what? Wait. Huh? He's helping out? Huh? Who's what? He's dangerous. Yeah, Christopher, dude. Thank you so much. Christopher, thank you so much, man. I really, really appreciate you, man. Mr. Engineer right here, man. I really appreciate you, man. This is wild, man. Christopher, you're acting like Elizabeth. And you and Christina Porter, I don't know. Christopher, change your name too. Yeah, he's just Christopher. I appreciate you so much, brother. Thank you so much.
Another one. Another one.
Let me get some honey buns on the chat for him. Oh, this is the picture. Okay. I'm not going to show this picture because it's of Riley, I know, but it's when they pulled Riley out of the, I just want to have respect. I do have the picture, but they pulled him out the water and you can see the when it dips into the water, you can see the bag of him, corridor. I don't want to show that, chat. You know what I mean? Am I wrong for that? Am I wrong for that? I hope I'm not wrong for that. I just want to show respect. I'm not trying to like show that disrespect to the family where, his body and shit like that. I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Facebook and YouTube, you guys know what I'm talking about. Keely says, with the 100 stars, says, if we all could learn one thing from Riley's case, that we always need to offer to anyone directly who needs it, especially if you are alone. It can save a life. I would have saved Riley's life, says Keely Field. Keely, well said. Well said. Well said. Good stars. Show the family respect, says Jordan. Absolutely, Jordan. Absolutely, Jordan. Yeah, I don't want to show the image. It's pretty. Christopher! Christina! Crystal! Being respectful. I am, guys, I am. I'm not showing the you know what? I'm not. The U.S. government is about to shut down, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, man. That's ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous, man. Here's what I am going to say. Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to do video uploads for you guys to watch on YouTube and Facebook. I am a few members away on doing that, where I can literally quit my job, like literally my 9 to 5, and I cannot wait. When I do that, you guys are going to get direct true crime videos. That means like I do want to talk about the case where the mother in the oven. There's so many cases. The YouTuber mother who had wounds on her kids' legs and she duct taped them and they had pus coming out the legs. She locked their kids up in a vault. The mother who, I still didn't talk about the father who shot the mother who was recording with the iPhone with a shotgun. That's an unreleased video. There's a lot of videos that I cannot, and it's all true crime video uploads. So it's not a live thing. So it doesn't matter whatever time you on. The video is going to be uploaded to YouTube and, well, primarily to YouTube, but Facebook also, where you get to tune in and be like, oh, Nove just uploaded a 20-minute video. And I'd be like, hey guys, bada. This is the video. And I do have special guests where Kenny's in the chat. Kenny is going to be also one of the special guests where I have people come on to the studio and have sessions where we talk about true crime. You guys are going to love that. You guys are going to love that. And yes, I'm still having in-person live interviews during the podcast where I have someone, which I can't say who or what, who committed a murder. This person, somebody, out of self-defense for her child. And I want to have her on the show where she gets to explain to you her true crime on why she a man and blew his off. And I was able to talk to someone who's talking to her, which I want to sit down in person and talk to this person. There are times where I'm going to have interview with people where they're going to have a mask on. They're going to hide their face. I bought masks already. I bought giant masks and stuff. They don't want to show their face, or you want to hear their voice where they don't want to show to the public. They don't want that. So we're going to do interviews like that live. You guys are going to definitely like that. So, just wait for that. Christopher! No, please show respect. I am. You said you were hitting the streets on the next one. Wendy, I'm doing it all. Wendy. I'm doing it all. Interviews, podcast, some investigations, boots on the ground. I'm doing it all. Once I quit my job, once I know I hit a certain amount of subs and members, I can literally quit my job. You don't like I'm going to be doing field work, on-board work. I'm going to be doing studio work. I could do studio interviews. I can do live in-person interviews, field interviews. I can do it all. I'm not, yeah. Yeah, the YouTuber month is, the mother is crazy. Yeah, it is. I don't do Facebook. I can't stand the drama. Oh, it's okay. Christopher. Yes, more Kenny. I'll bring. Yes, 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 of course. I was No's 300th sub. Who said that? De Quintino. What made you think that? Actually, I am 2 subs away from 300 to be accurate. 200 subs. 200 subs. 200 subs. I mean, I'm 2 subs away from 300. Oh, the government shutdown. Yes, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Well, tonight, a little boy and a man are both dead after a major crash involving a school bus, a concrete truck, and another vehicle. This all happened on State Highway 21 near Austin. Fox 26's Jonathan Mejia is live for us in Bastrop County with the update and what witnesses are saying about this traumatizing scene. Jonathan.
What?
Officials are just now clearing up this scene. I can tell you that minutes before coming on the air, we were able to see that cement truck be towed away, and we saw the significant damage done to that truck. Officials are also telling us that 11 adults and 44 children were aboard the school bus when that cement truck hit it, forcing it on its side. Now, we spoke with witnesses here. They tell us they saw it, they heard it all, and they say it was a bloody scene.
I was kind of lost for words, man, just seeing all the children and how young they were and the amount.
Oh my God, I can't believe this. Yeah, we got a lot of cases to cover, ladies and gentlemen. All right, guys, it is 3 a.m. I know people, you guys are very tired. I know. Yes, I don't want to talk about this because I want to save it, guys. We're going to talk about these cases. This was breaking news 4 hours ago. This didn't happen 4 hours ago, but it was on Fox, premiered 4 hours ago. This is nuts.
A lot of blood that was actually all over everybody.
What was supposed to be a fun field trip for elementary students at Hayes CISD turned catastrophic in a matter of seconds.
I know, guys, you're tired. I know. I see the comments. You guys saying you're tired. I know. Christopher saying it's his bedtime. He's going to sleep, everybody. He said it's his bedtime. Christopher, bro, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, Christopher. Thank you so much. I know. Everybody's tired. I know. Go to bed, guys. Go get some rest. Have a good one, everybody. Christopher, have a good night, man. I really appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, Christopher. Thanks a lot, man. Christopher, you're an engineer, right? Maybe you could make something for me, man. I'll definitely pay you out. Design something for Novesity. We can talk about that. That'd be pretty cool, huh? You're an engineer, brother. That'd be great. Think about it, Christopher. Think about it. It's 2 a.m. You guys are tired. I know, guys. Go ahead, get some rest. Because I know people want to go to sleep. I know. We aren't tired on Facebook, says Kelly. Kelly, you're wild. I'm not going to play this because it turns out that what happened in this video, that's what happened. I don't want to talk about that right now. Definitely don't want to talk about that. I use my daughter's phone to subscribe. Yes, Adriana, yes. I tell people this all the time. On Facebook or YouTube, if you want to be a member, do it from the browser, okay? Never the in-app, never the YouTube app, never the Facebook app. Never, ever, ever. Do it from the browser or your laptop or computer browser. It's cheaper, guys. I'm just trying to help out. That's all. All right, guys, get some rest, get some sleep. We're done today, guys. We're done. We are done today, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. It's gonna be wait, I missed it. No, check your Cash App. Christina, I said no more. Christina, please. I'm not trying to block my blessings, but now I don't deserve this stuff. Crystal, you, Victoria, Christopher, you guys, Christina, you guys, please, no more. Please, guys. Wait, just wait for the trip that I'm gonna make for the next one. Christina with the honey. Oh my God, Christina, guys, I don't know. It just makes me feel like I just feel bad. I feel bad. Christina, she was like, I'm gonna end the podcast with this, and then you can get off now. All right, guys, we are done with the stream. I'm gonna end it with this. Christina, Chris, guys. All right, let's spam the honey buns and W's on Facebook, and then we'll end the stream from there, guys. All right, Christina, thank you so much. Christina!
Another one.
I don't know, Christina and Christopher. I think you two should, Christina and Christopher got something in common. I don't know, guys. I don't know. You guys are battling each other. I don't want to be tweened. You want it back. It's all yours. I'm just saying, you and Christopher have, you know what I'm saying? You guys have something in common. Chat, am I right? Christopher, hey, Christopher, I'm hooking you up. Christopher, you better say thank you. I'm hooking you up. You know what I'm saying? So, Christina with the honey bun, having fun. Christina Porter on Facebook. We're getting boots on the ground. Yeah, it's a fact. It's already going to happen. Christina, you wild. No, I'm not wild, Kelly. I didn't say this. It's Christina and Christopher. It's Christina and Christopher. It's not me. Christina with the honey bun. They wouldn't do it if they didn't want to know. I know, Rox. I know, but it's just, you have to understand how I feel like when things are being like given. It's just, I feel like, if you think I'm joking, I really don't. You can ask my mods. They'll tell you, I really don't feel like I deserve this stuff. I don't. Hence why I'm going to use it for a good cause. And I am. But thank you so much, Christina, Christopher. You guys are incredible. Call them both, Nove. Christopher's going to sleep. And they're all going to sleep. It's 3 a.m, Tess. I can't. It's 3. They're going to sleep. They got to go to sleep. I got to go to sleep. Everybody got to go to sleep. Christina and Christopher, you rock. I'm telling you, Christina and Christopher. I'm telling you, chat. I may have to start a new YouTube channel. Dateline with Novesity. Here, live in Dateline. Novesity's here to meet your matchmaker. Single ladies and single men come together on Novesity Dateline, where you get to call in and know what pair you're a couple on Novesity Dateline. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Christopher. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. For real, Christina, thank you. There's that voice. Have you covered Caleb Harris missing? I haven't. But I got cases that I am covering. I have to make a podcast on Madeline Soto. That's coming up. No after hours. Christina, why are you so fresh? Christina, you're wild, bro. Christina Porter. I'm gonna like that comment. I like that comment. Christopher with the oh my God. Okay, I gotta end the podcast. I gotta end it. That's it. I got it. He sent another one. $59.99. I'm done. I'm ending it. Guys, that's it. That's it. I'm done. Christopher is married. Oh. Wait, what did he say? Christopher. He said, boom. Night, night. Wait, Christopher said, he said, I mean, my wife and I may want a third sometime. What is going on? Christopher, what are you doing? Christina, you heard him? Christina, you better tell him. Christina, you better tell him. I'm not saying nothing. Oh my God. Christina and Christopher, again, both of you, thank you so much.
Sir, yes, sir.
Thank you both. I really do appreciate it. I can do your application and interviews for you, for your Dateline. Thank you, Kat. I appreciate that. I think I'm good. I'm good, guys. All right, guys. They went to sleep. All right. All right, guys. I'm gonna sign off. Thank you guys so much for watching the podcast. Thank you guys for liking and sharing. I appreciate that. You don't have to do that right now, but Christopher's wild. Again, Christina and Christopher, from the bottom of my heart, I really do appreciate that massive support. Thank you. It means a lot. I'm just blessed to have you guys. We know how to have fun, Christopher says. Oh my God, Christopher with the $4.99. Christopher, thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Christopher is spicy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Swingers involved, man. You guys are kinky as hell. Swinger couples. Christopher, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'm sure your wife is a lucky wife, man. For real, to have somebody like you. And Christina, thank you both. All right. All right, guys. Get some rest. Christopher, you freaky. Get yourself to bed, man. And I am lost for words, Lily Star. I'm lost. Lil Star, I'm lost. They're wild. And no, you are blessed. You guys are blessed. You guys. I'm blessed. You blessed. We all are. We believe in you. You rock. I'll see you guys on the next podcast. Get ready we got to talk about Madeline Soto, Elijah View, and more true crime, guys. I better see you guys here. Do me a favor. I want to see some yeses in the chat. Put some yeses in the chat. If you're going to be here for the next true crime podcast, get ready for that next episode, all right? Let me get some yes in the chat before I go. I want to see all the beautiful yeses in the chat. Everyone.
The friend.
Beautiful yeses in the chat. Beautiful yeses in the chat. We just concluded with Riley Strain, and I want to say rest in peace, Riley Strain. We love you, brother. May you truly find the peace you needed, and we will find proper justice if needed. Rest in peace, brother. Let me see some yes in the chat, everyone, for the next true crime podcast. Look at all those yeses. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Good night, everyone. Have a good night. I love you guys. And whoever supported today, shares, likes, follows, super chats, donations, thank you. Thank you. And get some rest. Until then, I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good night.